Holy moly. Hey, that's a lot of chips. Good God. More Ruzaders for the Ruzade. Now we have power. Overwhelming. Wow, thank you for the insane amount of... Good heavens! What, do they only let you drop 50 at a time? What are you doing? God! Wow. Wow. Thank you for all of the soup and the chips and the renewals. And, hey, everybody, welcome in. Give me just a second. 1 second. Good heavens. That's right, Ruzaders. We have made it to the big, the vaunted, the celebrated, the ultimate 100,000 Ruzaders. We are a grand Ruzade that would put fear into the hearts of many and disgust into the hearts of all. Let's go, baby. Thank you. All right, give me 1 second. Good heavens, that's a lot of... Oh my God, that's so many chips. Jeez. I can't. Raven, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Oh my God, wow, that's a lot to keep up with. That's a lot of stuff. It's so much stuff. Oh my God, I think my internet is lagging. I just got disconnected from YouTube. Wow, that's intense. What just happened? Oh, good heavens. Falcona, thank you for the cream soup. Oh, good God. Thank you for the soup, for the chips, the soup and the soup that went with the chips. Thank you. Now everybody take a little, like, everybody share the soup and the chips. Don't go crazy. You got your Rui? Let's go. Your Crimzon Rulez. YouTube is kicking my ass right now. Good heavens. 1 second. I'm almost done setting up on the back end, and then I will be here. And I will say, hello, everybody. Whoa, thank you. Thank you for the chip. Okay, be right back. 1 second. Don't go crazy while I'm gone. Don't go bananas. YouTube does hate to see me winning. It's been funny watching them slowly, like, remove the subscribers over time. Good heavens, Nulvane, thank you, Dragon Ace. Thank you, Meta Sheep, thank you. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go crazy. Don't go stupid. Okay, cool. Thank you. Good. Fucking heavens. Thank you, Zuna. Thank you. Help me. Help me. Help me. Good God. Wow. Thank you for 28 months. Thank you for 29 months. Thank you for the 29 months as well, Sakura's. Thank you for the soup twin. Oh, God. Okay, hold on 1 second. Why can't I hear any music? Sorry, guys, I had the music off. Hey, everybody, long time no see. Long time no hang out in the Criminal's Cut. Welcome. Hi, everybody. Hi. Yeah. Sorry, still 7 months. Let's go, King. Thank you, Red Star, for popping out of the lurks. Thank you, or congrats. Thank you for 27 months. And you, thank you for 27 months. Yippee! Mushroom, thank you for 27 months. Willow Bunny, thank you for 2 months. Egg, y'all. Kitten, thank you for 14 months. And thank you, everybody, for popping by to say congratulations on 100K. We did it. That's right. Cracks open my fucking third place medal. It cracks open my fucking champagne bottle with my teeth and sprays it all over everybody. Hi, everyone. Thank you. Cat Thistle, thank you for 9 months of being a jackass. And Astral Omenart, thank you for 29 months as well. Strawberry, thank you for 29 months. Peach Mango, thank you for the soup. Happy Pride Gamer. Gale, thanks for 25 months. Stardust, moron. Yippee! Congratulations! Super Neo King, thank you. I'm not crying tears of joy. I'm very powerful. I'm uncrying, actually. I've never cried in my life. What I am doing is I'm weeping the my beautiful victory juice down my face, which is actually sweat. It's me sweating. Wow, thank you, Love and Light to the Fools. Thank you for the soup. Thank you, Zuna. Thank you for the insane amount of chips as well. Oh, good heavens. That's a lot of RUZADERS. That's a lot of RUZADERS running around. Don, thank you for 29 months. Don. Sorry, I got a little bit of Don Quixote on my brain. Anyway. Wow. Yeah, here we are, everybody. We did it. Official 100K haters on YouTube. That's what I'm talking about, Odie. I got every hater from this way to that way. I've got every hater in the tri-state area. Did I have food before stream? I was actually 3 minutes late because I was scarfing down a sub as fast as I could. I was just shoveling it directly into my throat. Like some sort of fucked up crane. I was just like... Actually, you're the stinky one. Where? Thank you for 28 months. And thank you for the congratulations. Looking forward to the horror game? Yeah, so... We'll get to that. We'll talk about the horror game. Thank you, Iris. Thank you for the 100K. Congratulations. Thank you. Now that's the real horror game. What, the way I eat food like a snake? Yeah, you right. The way I can distend my entire jaw? You're damn right, Haka. Also, hi, Haka. WW, thank you for 25 months. Owls, thank you for 2 months. And thank you for being a glue coach. Guardian, that's a lot, actually. Ella, thanks for 11 months. Wow. Wow. Trash can, thank you for 21 months. Leah, thank you for the soup. Okay, guys, let's chill out for a second. Let's relax. Let's pull back. Let's pull back the camera. Let's, wow. Oh my gosh, I've been adopted. I finally have I have a parent. Good heavens. When am I moving in? No, I mean, God. I'm sorry if some strange man with a skull mask and skull armor comes rocking up to your house with a big axe and tells you that your son, who is me, has been writing fan fictions about the way to make armor again. Yeah, anyway, I guess I should do the thing that I sometimes am supposed to do that I haven't been doing very well lately. Actually, I've been better about it this last week and a half, but I got pretty bad about it in the last few months, but... Hello, everyone. My name's Markiplier. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, everyone. My name is Crimzon Rulez. I'm Elysium's greatest monster hunter, the Midwest fantasy VTuber, and your least favorite idol. And today, I'm doing a morning latte where I celebrate 100,000 RUZADERS. That's right, baby. We hit the big 100K, as you can see from my well-timed shades. And thank you for those. Thank you, Clay. Okay, I was thinking of 22 months. And Sana, thank you for 13 as well. But yeah, the big 100,000. That's right. There's a lot of you. There's a lot of you out there now. Wow. There's a lot. Reese, thank you for the soup. Happy 100K subscribers and celebration. Here is your 0.0001 USD for every RUZADER you have, approximately. That's insane. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. Pentapedals, thank you for 26 months as well. And Miri, thank you for the congrats. Oh, I'm trying, and thank you for the soup. Thank you. I'm trying my best to keep up with everybody. I'm trying my best to catch up here and read everything you guys are saying as well. It has been done. Markiplier's half of armor's confirmed. Actually, Markiplier's our secret 6th member, right behind Haka. My emotes are broken. No! Will I ever even catch up? No, I won't. Sorry, Layla. Can we make a lemonade-based drink called the Ruzade? Yeah, but it's got to be like probably a cherry limeade or something like that. I don't know. It's got to be red, right? Goldie. All right, so Outlast Trials, Resident Evil is right there. Well, here's the thing. We're gonna talk about the horror game here in a bit, and there will be a whole segment where I discuss that because I think it's gonna be it's worth talking about, right? It's been a long time coming. I guess you could say it's been a long time coming. Sorry. I'm sorry. That song's alright. It's actually okay. I'm sorry. I made fun of it. That was mean to me. It's a little dad rocky, but in a funny way. Here's the thing. Here's what's gonna happen. Congrats, by the way, but horror game time. Smile. Put that smile back where you got it. The thing is, it can't be Outlast Trials because I cannot be afraid in a multiplayer game. It is impossible. You cannot make me afraid in a multiplayer game. I can have moments of fear. I can have moments that are scary, but the oppressive horror of being alone is gone, and then that's not scary. I can and have willingly played like Phasmophobia in VR. That's how much being in a group setting does not scare me. Jack's thinking of the TikTok Crimzon Rulez. That horror game ain't playing itself. Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to do it right now? You guys want to you want to call it here? We're done. We're done with the stream. You guys want to just start up the horror game right now? Fuck it. You're thinking of the congratulations on the 100K. Listen, I don't want to play a horror game. I'll be honest with you guys, and it would be in my benefit to lie and be like, actually, I'm so scared of horror games that are multiplayer and have like deep progression systems and where you focus entirely on the combat. Like, yeah, I could say that, but that would be a lie. All right, I'm gonna get you your money's worth, your time's worth. I will play a horror game that actually scares me. Energon, thank you for all of the chips and also for the soup. It's a Pride Month miracle. It truly is. Happy Pride Month, and now I can be proud. Pandam Pan, thank you. One vote for Don't Scream. Is Don't Scream scary though? Reverie, thank you for the 100K. Thank you for the congrats. Thank you. And thank you for the 100,000 soups. You guys do now qualify as a swarm. However, you may remember that a group of RUZADERS is not a swarm. It's actually called a prank. Now that I got Goldie here stuck in chat, by the way, you're next for 100K, and I'm going to make you play a game you hate. Iridian, thank you for a full year. My vote is for routine. I don't want to play routine. Ria, thank you for the, oh my gosh, magenta soup. Thank you. Computer, make this man scream in fear. Varson, how dare you? Computer, make him piss his pants, Computer. Nola, thank you for 19 months. I got to get everybody who knows me out of it. If you know me, get out of this chat. You're not allowed to watch me play a horror game. Go away. Go away. Go away. Throwing the classrooms into the horror game pool. All right, hold on to those suggestions. Holy shit, server day. Think about the Crimzupa. Happy 100K. It's been fun running alongside the Ruzade all the while. Throwing my vote in for all-time favorite, Soma. Congrats on 100K. Chila's art. Maybe. Frontidaria. Maybe. I don't know yet. Thank you for the soup. Thank you. Okay. Are we all caught up? Whew, that was a lot of soup chips. Okay. Here's the thing. I actually went and found a horror tropes tier list. So I could kind of like help you guys, help me, maybe narrow it down a bit. Yeah, mouthwashing wouldn't scare me is the thing. Might depress me, wouldn't scare me. Gimme! Thank you for 1 whole month. Let's go, Sneechta. Poppy's Playtime is considered one game. Is it considered that? Because I think that's a lie. Isn't there like 50 of those? Percy, truly scary game. Grim Fandango. Isn't that a game about playing like a detective who's in the land of the dead? I don't know if that's scary. But thanks for 8 months. Here's the thing, guys. I'm going to be real with you. There is no like existential or like mental horror that is going to get me. I wish it did, but I just find it fascinating more than terrifying, right? I find it compelling more than scary. It has to be outright scary. I vote for Spooky's Mansion. Spooky's Mansion did scare me, but I've played through it, believe it or not. So no Fear and Hunger then. No, Fear and Hunger would never scare me. I find the universe compelling and interesting. I find some of the themes pretty gross. Abhorrent, yes. Scary, no. Fatal Frame would scare the piss out of me. How dare you, Ruby Jess? How dare you? I'll let it go just this once on this day of celebration. On this day of celebration, generic Outlast is my vote. Congrats, Hunter, for 100K. Hope you and the other stars keep shining bright. You've worked hard for this goal. In this community, to my Kaiju Oshi, I wish you only the best. Thanks, Cat Thistle. Thank you for the soup. So Silent Hill F or Fatal Frame? Maybe C, Bunny. Maybe. Also, thank you for 21s. Okay. Okay, you can't keep throwing... Listen, Majora's Mask is not scary. It's just cool as fuck. Do you guys want to do... Do you guys want to do the tier list? Maybe that would help. Thing is, I don't really know a lot about horror, so I might not know some of these. Like, one of the things on there is just outright... I'm going to move it to the bottom of the tier, so I don't even have to think about it, because, like, I'm good. I don't know why that's on there. Thank you for suggestion, Babylon. And user, thanks for the soup as well. Still wakes the deep, huh? Possibly. I just scared little lady off because I was yelling. Sorry, little lady. Bye. Thank you, everybody, for popping in and congratulating me on 100K. Thank you. I feel like all I've been doing is thanking people, though. So, hey, Doria, thank you for the congrats on 100K and for the magenta soup as well. Is Dredge a scary game? I don't know, maybe. I've never played it or seen gameplay of it, so maybe. Listen, before we hop on this tier list, let's talk a little bit about 100K. I know you guys want your cake, all right? But hey, I gotta, here, let me tap my glass. One sec. I gotta do a little, if I can, speech. Let's talk a little bit about the journey and the monumental achievement that we've landed upon. Rizzo says play Genshin Impact. Never. That's too terrifying even for me. Gotcha. In my world, I think not. Braxta, thank you for the good day and for the soup and the congratulations. Thank you. Okay, so here we are at the end of a very long road and the beginning of another. But thank you, RUZADERS. I want to say thank you, Mama. I want to say thank you, Baby Jesus. I want to say thank you to the Academy, of course, for all their help. I want to say thank you to Gold Bullet for that time he spotted me $2. I want to say thank you to Tom Cruise for proving that no matter how freaky you think you are, someone else is weirder than you out there. I want to say thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Nope. Mushroom King, thank you. Dead End Road. I've never heard of that one. That sounds interesting. Anyway, I wanted to say thanks to you guys. Thank you, RUZADERS, for helping push me along until I ended up landing in this fucking weird ass zone that I find myself in now. Makamaka, thank you as well. I will consider consulting Shenry. I will consider it. But I still want this to be a decision made by us too. So we'll see. It feels really weird, I guess, to be kind of like, I don't know. It feels, this is a weird spot to be in for me. Definitely. I mean, it's been like 3 years almost now. We're getting close to 3 years, getting there, 2.5 years, something like that. Been going for quite a while. And to land at 100K is something that I guess I didn't really ever think was going to happen. I mean, obviously I'm like a cocky little bastard. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I talk a big game, and you know, to a degree, I push until I make it to that game. I remember distinctly when I was first, you know, pulled into the government or whatever, you know, when they first were talking to me or whatever, they're like, you know, what are your goals? What do you think you're going to do? I was like, 1 million. They're like, excuse me? I was like, 1 million, first year, no problem. Probably the first few months. And they're like, excuse me? I was like, yeah, I'll probably get 1 million in like 2 months. And they're like, that's optimistic. I was like, yep, no problem at all. Gonna crush it, gonna blast right through that. And they're like, if you think so, if you say so. And I was like, I will, don't worry about it. And I didn't, but that's okay, because I've been very good in my life at kind of doing that on purpose, like setting an impossible, ridiculous goal for myself and then shooting as close to it as I can get. And I think that had I not shot for like such an insane bar that probably was never going to happen, it doesn't matter, because pushing for that is what puts me in the position to be where I am now. And I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy that, you know, such a big achievement happened. It feels strange to be, I guess, sitting here and being like, oh yeah, 100,000 people. And so in some cases, that's small. That's not a big deal to some people, I'm sure. But, you know, 100,000 is a big number. It's kind of a scary number. It's a little intimidating sometimes to be like, oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I say some dumb shit and there's 100,000 people who could hear that. Sorry, I had to mute because I had to sneeze. I didn't want you guys to hear my big, strong, masculine, tough guy sneeze. Hi, Tiger! Thank you! Thank you for the congratulations! I guess, you know, there's a part of me that's like, well, a lot of this is just because of the platform I find myself on, right? Like, I mean, I'm hanging out with the government. Of course, there's like a huge boon from that. And I would say, you know, a good 50, 60K was probably before I even made it to my first stream. Like, there was just a huge chunk of people who just kind of blew up out of nowhere and popped by and was like, boop, there it is. And I acknowledge that that was a huge boon and a huge advantage. But I'm going to say at least 40K was us. We did that. I did that. You did that. We did that. And that's fucking crazy. That's impressive. And I feel good about that. I feel proud of that. Definitely. It's been weird, but fun and rewarding to kind of like make the climb up there. I don't think I've ever been really super concerned. Heck, you're hitting sneeze. I don't care if you're a big shot now. Sorry, Leah. I'm too big to let people hear me sneeze now. Fame's changed me. I'm just better than that. Yeah, I don't sneeze. Sneezing? How pedestrian. Couldn't be me. Sorry, peasants. I don't do that anymore. But yeah, I've never really cared that much about subscriber count, if I'm being honest. Like, it's cool, it's exciting, and I'm glad to be here. But I think a lot of people sometimes can put too much emphasis on it when it's like, I don't know, man. Like, just enjoy the journey. Enjoy the ride there. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's cool to get there, but stressing about when you're going to make it or like what number you're trying to get to next is never as important to me as just kind of like, I don't know, recognizing somebody returning and being like, oh, I know this person. They were here last time, or they've been here for like a month or two. Or this person really loves this game, so it's exciting to be able to stream that when they're here. Stuff like that. I think a lot of the time that to me is kind of more important to recognize than like any big number or big milestone, because I can have 100,000 people subscribing to me, but 100,000 people aren't going to be here at the same time. And that's okay. No one's obligated to be, but shooting for those giant numbers sometimes, I'm like, I just want to like make sure that I'm being entertaining more than anything. That's kind of what the big goal is. And while this number is representative of that and very cool and very exciting, and maybe one day the government might send me a little silver plaque, that's cool. And I'm hype about that. But I mean, I already hit my goal a long time ago, and that was making sure that, I was being a funny little guy and making you guys chuckle once in a while. And also pissing you off, which is my other big goal. Vesper Sterling, thank you for a full month. Hip hip, hooray! Slime King, thank you for 16 months as well. Hell yeah, let's go exams. Zura, thank you for the soup. Damn. Thank you for the big orange soup. Jimbo, thank you for 29 months. Welcome back. Whoa. Lily Gilly, damn. Thank you for 29 months of being exceptional. Happy Pride! In the darkest times, your angry red star shines bright. Thanks for giving us a positive space and for sharing your time and thoughts with us. Always rooting for you, gamer. The Ruzade will never end, and it's true. It will go on forever because we hit 100K on the first day of Pride, baby. That's how we roll. Phantom Sarah, thank you for 29 months, and thank you, Awesome Fish. And Jorbizzle. Jorbizzle's been here since the beginning. Jorbizzle's been here since the start, making the beautiful pixel art that you see at the beginning of every stream. 200K win. Maybe if you showed your axe. Well, you're gonna have to subscribe to the only axes if you want that. Sorry. Super Neo King says, I've never made you mad. Well, I'll find something. Don't worry. I'll get you. Don't worry. I actually think being Super Neo is actually outdated. I think now we go for Super G. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'll figure it out. Just give me a time. Let me find out what you love, and I'll hate it, and that'll get you. Good heavens, Simple Turtle. Thank you for the Crimzupa. Congratulations, Ruze. My little turtle heart erupts for the Ruzade. I'm so proud of you! Yippee! Thank you! Thank you for the Crimzupa! Thank you guys for all the support. God dang. Yeah, what a day. What a damn day. Man. Sorry, I got allergies today. IHGU. Thank you for 28 months, and congrats to me. Congrats to you. Mr. Gooseberry Channel loves Homestuck now. We did it, everybody. My ultimate goal is complete, and it only took long enough for a baby to gestate. Mr. Gooseberry. Sorry, I had to mute again because I had to sneeze, and it was really strong and powerful. Mr. Gooseberry, that was actually the entire reason I started streaming. So I guess I'm good now. I'm done. I achieved my goal. Thank you. Thank you for loving Homestuck. We're safe now. Ugh, man, my allergies, dude. That's a good idea, Jorbizzle. Get that screenshot and send it to me, please. Thank you, thank you. Anyway, damn, dude. Man. I remember a while ago, obviously discussions happen behind the scenes with like the government or Mane-sans and being like, oh, like, like how you feeling about like where you're at and what your goals are and like where you're going, and do you feel like you're making progress fast enough, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, I've always been kind of lagging behind at times in subscriber count, but I've never really felt like that, if that makes sense. Like, there's a bit of an underdog thing going on there that kind of keeps me pushing, but I think that's kind of where I like to be. I like to feel like I'm fighting uphill. It gives me something to like really push towards. But I don't remember what my exact wording was, but I remember talking to my manager at the time and just being like, I think I'm kind of where I want to be. Like, yeah, I want to grow, of course, always. Like, you're a content creator or whatever. Yeah, you want to get bigger or whatever. But like, as far as subscriber count, that's never been the number I'm chasing. So I was kind of content to just make it there when I made it there. And here we are. And that's super exciting. But I'm more proud of, I guess, just knowing that like so many people stayed clinging on and caring and like participating in the community up until this point. It's not just like a bunch of like dead numbers and people that don't care and don't like give a shit about my content and don't watch me. There's just such a huge chunk of people that are like so actively engaged in the Ruzade and watching my dumb shit and watching my idiot takes and goofing around and banging my head against digital walls until my brain caves in. And I think I'm more proud of that than anything. Just that so many people still, I don't know, bother to tune in once in a while. That's what I'm going for. That's the goal. 8-Bit Samurai, thank you for 28 months. Oh, that was the grossest sniff I ever did. I'm so glad I muted for that. I'm gonna have to go blow my nose. I stay in the shadows, but you keep me going. Congrats, Princess. Machito, congrats to you. Not the do hashtag do it for him. Do you have a bunch of cut up me pictures on your wall while you're working at the uranium factory or whatever the fuck? Chikai, thank you for 11 mods. I'm also coughing a little bit. Here, let me have a little sip of water. I'm dying. I'm dying. You guys are still clinging to me. Cringe. Cringe. They cling to my skirt tails like little lost babies, like little lost baby bugs. I think I am allergic to celebrations. I think it's every celebration stream I get a runny nose. Pleiades of the evening sky. Thanks for being a Ruzader. Could be Pleiades as well. Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. Who knows? Pleiades? Oh well. Lovely. Thank you for the soup as well. Congrats on the 100K. When you first started, I used to be scared of you a bit, but now I think you're wonderful and adorable. Scared of me? Of me? What? Whatever for. Thanks. Thank you, Bokachin. I've never cried in my life. Sorry. Nice try, though. I'm allergic to milestones. I am. I feel like every time I'm about to... It's weird because, like, man, I think it has the birthday effect on me. Does that make sense? Mint Choco Appreciator, thank you for 29 months. Let the Ruzade grow. Queen never cry. That's true. I never cry. I just sucked the tears back into my tear ducts. Hughes, thank you for being a Ruzader. The thing is, like, I feel like I get the birthday effect when there's a celebration. It's like, I don't know. How do I explain this? I've never liked birthdays, and I know a lot of people don't like their birthdays. I get that, but it's something about the obligation to be kind to me or pay attention to me or be like, it's your day, has always sat ill with me. I tend to get really, like, kind of melancholy and dour on my birthdays. I try to spend them alone where I can, which... Obviously, I haven't for the last 2 years, but before that, I typically spend a lot of time like by myself on my birthday whenever I can. And it feels like that anytime someone's trying to celebrate something I do. Like, ever since I was like a wee lad, anytime I've achieved something or done something big, I tend to like immediately retreat away from people. And it is like everything in my power to acknowledge an accomplishment. It takes... sorry. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. It makes me want to shake out of my skin. It takes like everything in me to like acknowledge if I do something right or if I make a big achievement or something like that. I had to mute to sniff again, sorry. Having Mercy, thank you for the soup as well. Thank you, Ingrid. I'm glad I met you bunch of nerds too. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not good at taking like I'm not good at taking compliments, man. I guess. I don't know. There's got to be some underlying, probably like clinical issue there or something. I'm sure that says something about me. But I'm getting better at it. I'm learning. I'm growing. And I appreciate it whenever you guys try to like force me out of my shitty little hole that I hide in to gas me up. I see that. And I think that's very kind. And thank you guys for all the support and all the incredible 100K art you guys have been drawing lately. And just being here to gas me up about this whole, I don't know, to kind of force me to acknowledge my own achievements. Sometimes it can be hard. I tried to do the resolve thing where I would like look back on the month and acknowledge the things I've done that month. And it like... God, it was so mentally taxing on me to have to do that. Wicked Knight Albel, thank you for 29 months. And thank you for complimenting me. Untitled One, thank you for 29 months as well. Because it was like a stream where I kind of every month was trying to look back at the things I'd done. And it feels so... Something about it feels like egotistical to a degree, I guess. Like I don't know. I'm rambling. Boo, get this guy out of the stage. Boo! But you're so amazing. Okay. All right. Thank you. You're compliments. Okay. I don't know, man. I think sometimes maybe what I feel like is if I stop to acknowledge the things I do, then I'll let it go to my head, or I'll stop pushing for new things. Or maybe there's some like underlying issues with self-worth, but we're not going to go into that right now. Tanundao, thank you for an entire year. And thank you for the congrats on the 100K. Thank you for being with us. Thank you, Danny, for hanging out and for all the cool art and the soup and yeah. Fighting the ingrained idea that loving and taking care of yourself is ego. Yeah. Unana, thank you for 27 months. Whew. Okay, anyway. What I'm saying is, I feel sometimes like I don't speak the language at an event like this, and like everybody's like, yippee, good job, Ruze. And I'm like, what did you just say? So, can you, what? And I'm like I'm looking for like the pre-scripted response I'm supposed to have, like okay, what am I supposed to say back to that? Red Fun, thank you for returning as a Ruzader. Welcome back. Super Neo Geek says, so what I'm understanding is you want us to pile on the compliments now. You're kind and entertaining and got me interested in RP, which is great. Thanks, and thank you for the soup, and I hope you're enjoying RPing. I hope you've done some. I hope you've had fun with it. Sugawara, thank you for 24 months. Thank you for 2 years, and for the congratulations on the 100K. Now that I'm famous, will I forget you guys? Yeah, I think I'm good now. I think now that I'm at 100K, who are you guys again? Sorry, what was it again? The RUZADERS or something like that? I know there was shit. It's on the tip of my tongue. What was that? What was I gonna say? Sorry, who? The RUZADERS? What's a RUZADER? Yeah, that sounds cool or whatever. Sorry, Cover Corpse? Never heard of them. I don't know, guys. Sorry, don't forget, remember. Natty, thank you for 2 years and welcome back. Yeah. Okay. All right, steel yourself, Ruze. You got this. All right. Anyway, maybe this is why I don't do too many Zatsus. I'm like, oh no, if there's not a barrier of a game to focus on, then all I can do is be right in the middle of being paid attention to. Kristen says, big congrats. I definitely agree that a solid community is more important than a sub count, but it's still a well-deserved milestone. Round number goes burr. The round number does feel really good to my number go up part of my brain, which is why I play so many number go up games. That's why I like games with lots of menus. That's why I was losing it when I was playing Total Warhammer the other day. I was like, number go up, good. Summer North, thank you for 22 months. Yippee! Congrats on your Rui! Oh my god, Yana, thank you for the Crimzupa! Congrats on 100K. Discovering you and your work. Sorry. Discovering you and your work has brought so much joy to my life. Thank you, Yana, for being here. What's your opinion on stag beetles? They're pretty cool. I like stag beetles. I think they're pretty charming. I think giant beast of burden style stag beetles would make one of the coolest domesticated animals for an empire of dwarves that they fed off of the lichen that they grow underground. I learned that from Krug Smash. Thanks, Magnet. Megan. Unana, thank you for the soup. Sorry, I had to mute sniff. Okay, whew. Okay, yikes. I don't know. I felt like I had a lot more I wanted to say about, sorry, hold on. I felt like I had a lot more I wanted to say about the journey here, and, I guess all I have to say is thank you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah! Thank you. Thank you for putting me in a position to be able to pursue my dreams and make content and play games and have dumb conversations and follow whatever goofy little passions or thing I want to try next, and giving me a space where I can do Ruze tries style bullshit and pursue artistic things I never got the chance to try, and fun little crafts and hand cams and games I want to play, and you know, letting me lead you down so many so many different like goofy little paths in the labyrinth of my labyrinthian interest that I hold, which some of which are dead ends, and that's okay, and you guys walk with me down those, and I'm so happy for that. Taro says, my suggestion for a horror game is Alien Isolation with Mother VR mod if you have VR. I don't think I can mod any games. I don't think I'm allowed to do that. Sons of the Forest? Well, that's co-op, so I might not be able to do that, but Alien Isolation's a possible one. I don't know about VR if it's modded, but... Anyway, imposter syndrome defeated for now. Happy Pride. Deputy says, allergies really getting you. Take an antihistamine. I should take an antihistamine. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Dojutsu says, don't you love it when you get compliments that light up your amygdala in your brain if your fight or flight kicks in? You got a beautiful, badass heart. I'm glad you were able to reach this milestone. Thank you for the Magenta Stupid for saying so. And yeah, I do feel a little bit like I want to run away in the other direction, which is kind of fucking crazy, believe it or not. Not many things scare me like that anymore. I think being locked into a corner and having positive affirmations might be one of them. I think maybe I've communicated through such a thick veneer of like abstraction and raw irony if I ever compliment or get a compliment for so long that it has like permanently crippled the part of my brain that can accept praise without at least 10 or 9 different rebuffs or walls put up to deflect it. Thank you, Hikaru. Girl, magnetic. Thanks for 26 months. I think you're neat too. Thank you, Wenga. Jojo says, I've said it before. You got me hooked on the world building and hollow marches, and I've never left. Good. I'm glad. I hope you're doing world building too. I want to do so much more world building. There's so many things I want to like write down and talk about, and things I want to like change about my own settings and stuff, but also the settings of hollow marches, and it's just a lot I want to do. Citron says, congrats on 100K. May there be a million more snarls to be taxed. Your thoughtfulness is perhaps my favorite trait in you. Stay healthy, gamer. Well, yeah, well, we'll see about that. Healthy is that's a tall ask. Whisper Rain said, congrats on 100K. Quick Crusaders, show how you found Ruze and why you stayed. He needs more. No, I don't actually need more compliments. Actually, I think I'm good. I think I'm complimented. I think, shit, guys, look at the time. We've already been here for 47 minutes. I think I'm complimented out. Oh shit, that was it. That was all the time I had on the floor for compliments. Thanks though. Sorry, I had to sniff again. Watt says, me so excited to torture you with comments and then realize I also suck at emotion. You're okay, I guess. Haha. And my biggest inspiration. Oh god, not me, dude. Find somebody else. That's a terrible idea. Van Houten. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you, Van Houten. Sarah says, congrats. Thank you. Thanks to you, I made some of my closest friends and we play games every weekend. What? I don't even have friends close enough to play games with me every weekend. What the fuck? Even got to hang out with some of the Sarah Council IRL. That's crazy. Oh man. Fucking RUZADERS living my dream. You hate to see someone else live in your dream. Iris, thank you for 15 months. And thank you for the congrats. Majai Stellas, thank you for the congrats. And thank you for the little cute Kirby face. Thank you, Barbecue Lace. Thank you. Oh, I tore up my tissue. I'm sorry. I gotta throw that away 1 second. Makamaka thank you for the Crimzupa. I'm trying to catch up, gamers. I am. I'm sorry. I know this is bad content. God dammers. Okay. That's not what this stream is supposed to be. Okay. Makamaka said, congrats, you were a big key to getting many of my friends into VTubers with your coolness and also unapologetically loving the things you love. Thanks for letting us be a part of your amazing journey here. We know it wasn't an easy one, and we're here with you onwards. Thank you for the Crimzupa for saying so. Thanks. I should have taken some allergy medicine. Oh no. Oh good heavens. Okay. I'm resetting. Tomasitas, thank you for being a bruiser. Percy says, idea, make the horror game vomiting by super chats. I'm most of the way there already. I'm feeling quite a bit of roiling in my hot girl tummy issues that all hot girls have. Almost choked on my own spit. Maybe said, never had an Oshi before I started watching you. You're a huge inspiration to me, and the journey with Ruzade has been a joy. Thanks. Love you, nerd. Oh, God. Yay. Oh, man, that makes my stomach do knots. Cool. Hey, Taku Mixin, thanks for 4 months, and thank you for the congratulations. Eli Loves Candy says, you inspire all of us. I draw and sing more because of you. I thought you were going to say drag more people into singing because of me. Thank you, and congrats on 100K. Well, I'm glad. Sing more. Do it. Shit, I should sing more. Yeah. Chloe said, I've been watching you since debut, and seeing you grow is such a journey. I'm proud of you. Congrats on 100K. Insert compliments here. I parry those. Pang. I think your glasses are dumb. Thank you, Twit. You saved my life, except you insulted Chloe, not me. I didn't make these glasses. Select City, thank you. Thank you for the soup, and thank you for saying so. It's Tay says, congrats on 100K. You're an amazing person who's built such an amazing community, and you deserve all the love you get. You're an inspiration to many, and we appreciate you. Get complimented. Thanks. Let me count. Thank you for 25 months. Okay, I think I'm caught up. I think I did it. I didn't do it. Oh no, God. Oh no, dude. Blaze says, thank you for being you. Thank you for 23 months, Blaze. Times are tighter for me as late. Pleiades, thank you. I'm glad you've been enjoying the VOD. Thank you, VOD watchers, forever and for always for tuning back in and making sure that the content that gets made doesn't just disappear into the infinite void of the internet and giving it purpose. And thanks. It means a lot, genuinely, for anybody who's a VOD watcher or a lurker. That's cool. Thank you. Falcoda, thank you for saying so, for the 50 chips. That's a lot of chips. Frontidaria says, congrats. Oh, God, that's so many chips. Frontidaria says, congrats again on 100K. I'm an inconsistent lurker, but I consider myself a Ruzader. You inspire me to be a much more thorough world builder for my novel project, among many other things. Keep it up. I want to start writing soon, too. I've been looking around. I've been doing a lot of thrifting, and I've been looking around for a couple different novels. But right now, the one that's like my white whale, the one I can't find, is Little Women. And I don't know what got a bug up my butt about wanting to read that, but I picked up an autobiography of the author, and I'm like, she seems really sassy and fun as a writer, and I want to read that. Chota says, quote the mouse. I want you crying for me. I want you. Quoth the raven. Quoth the mouse. Nevermore. Oh, no, I'm falling so far behind. I'm doing so bad at this, dude. I'm so bad at this. Okay, here we go. Momoika says, teary. Yeah, I'm not teary. I've never teared up in my life. I'm actually the opposite of that. My eyes are so dry, I feel like I'm having a drought and that I may or may not see the end of all things as moisture leaves the plane of my body. And all the animals that live on top of me cannot find a watering hole to survive through. Sykes, thank you for 22 months. Thank you. Thanks, Rumi. Thanks for saying I might. Prince Wizzy says, happy to have found you, big guy. Thanks for keeping me inspired to work hard. Proud of you. I'm proud of you. Nath Shioni, thank you for being a Ruzader again. Yen, thank you for the roses. I take my flowers and I don't definitely put them on my desk. Meridia says, late to the Ruzade, but I've enjoyed HoloLive for a good long while, but I never had an Oshi until I started following you. You deserve everything you've gotten, and good luck on your horror game. Thank you. Wish me well. And everybody who's afraid of horror games has to tune in and be afraid with me, or I'll cry. Sation says, parry this casual. So proud of you for hitting 100K, Ruze. You deserve every bit of love you get, even if you hate it. Congrats. I do hate it. How'd you know? I'm gonna mute for a second and blow my nose. Energon, thank you for the 10 gifted chips. Pixie Punk, thank you for the big Crimzupa. Congrats on 100K. You deserve it. Thank you for always working so hard. You're a huge inspiration. I wouldn't do it if I didn't. If I work hard. What are you doing, Ruze? Working hard to please you. I wouldn't be doing half of what I do if there wasn't a reason to be doing it and people to be, witnessing it and participating alongside me. Kopi, thank thank you for 3 months again. My first Oshi and Kamiyoshi. Got me to draw things I've never drawn before. Thank you for your hard work. Oh, yeah? Like what? Like what? Thank you for the art. Odie says, I'm glad I met you and the boys with the Shinri Axel Ruze grounded streams. My only regret is not watching you guys earlier. Well, I hope you enjoy all the backlog of content because we got a ton of it for you. No problem. That just means you have so much cool stuff to look on in the past. J-Man says, hey, loser, thanks for showing folks how cool world building could be. Congrats on 100K, nerd. Much love. And thanks for being awesome. I hate you. I hate you too. Dragon Ace says, you inspire us so much. Recent example, I've started using Map Up Pyramid and the Hollow Marches world build rules to build my next camp. Yes! Isn't it so fun to world build that way? It makes world building a game. Isn't that so cool? Laris says, congrats on 100K. You and the Rusaders have had a huge impact on my life and mentality. I have regained the courage to start trying to draw again because of all the skill in this community. Good, and thank you. Mochi says, it's not an exaggeration to say this community saved my life. I've gone from feeling so worthless I no longer wanted to exist to actively participating in events and planning for the future. Well, that's... Well, I can't take credit for that. That's all on you and fostering a better mentality. But I mean, being around people with such a good mentality as the Rusaders can definitely be a big first step toward making that journey for yourself. And I'm glad you did. Congratulations to the Rusaders and to you for making that happen. Nab says it's time for work, so congrats, Ruze. Thank you, Nab. I will talk about horror games in just a moment. I promise. I know we've been doing this for a minute. Sorry. Butterbread, thank you for 25 months. Says congrats on 100K. I'm graduating from college. Damn, graduating from college soon. I want to say thanks for your streams during the all-nighters. Hope you play a Chila's art game. I played one of those before. It was pretty spooky. Not so scary, but pretty. It had its moments. Yeah. Congrats on college. God, have I been here long enough for people to be graduating college? That's crazy. Tsukiko says, sit your bad with compliments. Take this. You only got this far because of your cats. Thanks for being here. Only because we get to see so many cute cats. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome for the cat tax. That's my biggest contribution to VTubing and to cover is my cats. Oh Hong. Thank you for being a Ruzader. Wolfram. Good to see you, gamer. Congrats on 100K. Thanks for being such a great introduction to HoloStars for me and for continuously being an exemplary cool dude and showing us what a real idol is. Always wish you the best. Thank you. Thank you. Jack says, your Hollow Marches campaign is one of the most entertaining things I've seen from HoloPro. Indirectly helped save a campaign with my own friends, IRL. In my opinion, you deserve 100K and more, boss man. Thanks. I'm glad you've been enjoying it, Jax. God, I want to get back to that. I wish I had more time in the day. Wish we all had more time in the day. Ugh. Consecration's tough, man. Scheduling is the final boss forever. Chameleon says, get behind me. Get more behind? Oh, no, I thought you were helping me. You're hurting me. Thanks so much for inspiring and doing what you do. Thank you for all the hard work and congrats. Thank you for 29 months. Unana says, thank you for always fighting for the Rusaders. We promise to fight with you two on all planes of existence. That's right, baby. We fuck them supreme. Rusaders! Raid. Rampyong says, lurker here, but it's not like I like you or think you're funny or anything. I only lurk because you might be cool. Don't let it get to your head. Just babak. Thank you. Thank you, Ram. Thank you. Thank you for the soup. Epitaph, thank you for 29 months. Mickey says 100K. Congrats, woos. The words thank you don't begin to cover my gratitude for how incredibly being a Ruzader has impacted my life. But that's all I could say, so thank you. Too much emotions. Nerd, bye. Yeah, good recovery there. You definitely you threw me off the scent. Ah, damn, I got cooked on that one. Sorry. Shut up, Sprinkle says, was the HOLOSTARS-EN lurker for ages, still around Everglow. Hadn't been so giddy for a streamer in the community in ages till I started watching you often. Well, it's because the Rusaders are fun to make fun of, isn't it? Me too. That's why I watch it. That's why I make the content. Bleh. Good heavens. Marie Arthas. Uh-oh. I think we're in trouble. Thank you for the Thank you for the Crimzupa says, I'm more of a lurker than an active chatter, but slowly through your streams, I've regained my love for RPG-related stuff, especially with things like Hollow Marches and map-making streams, which I picked up again. Yes! As a fellow Warcraft 3 enjoyer, I also had a spiritual obligation to watch and support you. Congrats on the 100K. I guarantee anybody that's ever played Warcraft 3 is better than me at that game, so I'm glad you could stomach sitting there and watching me futz around like a fucking idiot. Thank you for the Crimzupa. Crazy Cat Lady, thank you for 16 months! 100K is amazing. Yeah, it is. It's fucking crazy. It's wild that we're here. Islander, thank you for the Crimzupa! I feel like I can't breathe. Okay, I'm good. I can do this. Congrats on 100K, Ruze. What spooky game are we playing? I don't know yet, but I'm gonna find out. Vicrail, thank you for 21 months. Says, congratulations, Ruze. I'm a VOD watcher, but thanks for all the streams. I love to listen to you yap while I'm at work. Joms says, congrats on all your accomplishments and to many more. You're such a relatable and magnetic person. As a chronic depressed 9-to-5er on the older end of age, facing the loneliness is less difficult being here, even for a little bit. I'm glad, and I hope that, I hope it stays easier. I hope things get even better. Babylon Goggles says, oh wait, I'm bad at feeling some nice words too. So you stream good, you're funny. Good job. Thank you. Thank you for the soup as well. And last but not least, Icky Cat, thank you for 4 months, says, congrats on 100K. Thanks for being you, for reminding us all to cling to whims, even if sometimes it's out of spite. And for curating the best community I've been in for years. Cheers for everything. And cheers to you guys, Rusaders. 100K. 100K Rusaders. Damn. Sorry, I'm just like fiddling with this tissue paper and tearing it up. That's a lot. It's a big number. It's a lot of people. A lot of people who are believing in me. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how many people are just like, ha, this guy sometimes funny. I follow, but whatever. I'm sure to a lot of people there's no like greater meaning besides funny sometimes, enjoy. And that's as good a reason as any, honestly. That's why I follow most of the people I follow. But even within the bounds of that, that's still believing in me to at least bring a little bit of entertainment and joy and whimsy to your life. And I take that with a certain level of responsibility. And I hope I don't disappoint you. Yeah. Oh, it says, hi, Ruze. My art journey begins soon. I plan you to be an early part of it. By the way, my name is pronounced Oyi Ho-yong. It's Hokkien for peony lotus snake. Oyi Ho-yong. Oyi Ho-yong. Huh. That's a pretty name. Thanks for the soup. Pluvy. Thanks for 13 months. Says, thanks for being the most Oshi ever, you silly Billy. Computer, give him 100K little tweets. Computer, make this guy have tweets. Make this guy take a compliment. Okay, that's enough of that. Fuyu says, congrats on 100K, Ruze. I thought for the longest time that you truly deserve this, so I'm incredibly happy to see you reach this milestone. Sugoi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Sugoi. Sugoi? Me? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you for the magenta soup for you. Mr. Veek says, honestly, funny sometimes changes the world for some folks. Sometimes you do good work. Keep on keeping on. I'm going to keep on trying. RK2, a whole year already. Drink water. That's a great idea. I'm going to have a little water. I'm going to stop tearing this up. I'm going to have a little water. Hey guys, you want to do a... You guys want to do a tier list, sort of, kind of? Tara says, you're, in part, one of the reasons I've decided to try VTubing. Hell yeah, hence the name change. And a good name change it was. Despite my old age, keep being a goofy badass. You're never too old to be VTubing. I promise you, 90% of your Oshis are older than you think they are. I promise you, VTubing is a much older age bracket than you think it is. Atari, thank you for the raid and welcome in. Choco Chippy says 100K biting your ankles on the regular. That's got to mean you're doing something right. Yeah, it's giving me a bunch of people to kick around. Sarah, thank you for 6 months. Kind of new here, but you're pretty funny. Congrats on 100K. Yeah. Well, thanks for having a year. Mr. Hobo, thank you for 26 months. Oh, this guy got 100K. Brother, they'll let anybody in on the club. They'll let anybody in these days. Cosmic Collision or Cottery, depending, says, congrats on 100K. For being my least favorite idol to my Kamiyoshi, your dedication and hard work shows in all your streams and community. I hope my son learned something from all the streams he listens to. Mostly book club. Good. Don't let him listen to anything but book club. I say some dumb shit in most of my streams. Thanks for the soup. Iwashi! Yeah. I'm also glad to have a platform where I can, like, flex some creative muscles and try a bunch of new stuff and goof around and play video games. I love video games. Video games are one of my greatest joys. I love being able to try so many different ones and show you guys ones maybe you haven't thought about or tried. Nothing makes me, like, more fucking, like, kick my little feet like a little kid. Like I'm at a little sleepover and we're talking about boys. Nothing makes me kick my feet like that more than somebody coming in and being like, oh, this game that you played introduced me to it and I loved it. And I played it for, like, hours and hours and hours. It's one of my new favorites. I'm like, oh, my God, let's go. This is Gremlin number 3. I stole Love and Life's phone for this. Happy 100K! Now, where's the horror game? Soon, Gremlin 3. Also, thanks. Lilixia says, believe in the Rusaders that believe in the you, that believe in the me, that believed in the Lilixia, that believed in your ability to get to the 100K. Congrats on the 100K. Good luck on the horror game challenge. Thank you. Wish me well. Wish me safety. Neurotic Alien, thank you for 27 months of being exceptional. I may be late for work, but I'm not late for my first Oshi, Kamiyoshi, and Kushiyoshi's 100K milestone stream. I have birthed 100,000 of you. I am now the brood mother. They call me the bruise mother. Tinker Woody, thank you for the soup as well. Thank you for the congratulations. And Silver Crane, thank you for a year and a half. And welcome back. Okay, we did it. I caught up. We're all done. Okay. Thank you for 29 months. Oh no! I wasn't caught up. Rabbit King, thank you for the magenta suit, says, I started watching you at a rough time in my life, but watching you do your best and try new things, staying genuine to yourself, encouraged me to do that as well. Thanks. Congrats on 100K. Well, I hope things are much better now, and thank you. Thank you for the magenta soup. Holy shit. Tasugare, thank you for a whole year. Thank you. Road to 150? Oh, God. Oh, no. Please, no. I can't do 150, please. I don't even know what I would do. I'll play 2 horror games at the same time. I'll suffer amnesia and play the horror game, whatever horror game we pick, again. Blank. Thank you for the soup and for the congrats. So sorry, it says 100K. That's crazy. That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm just doing this one to steal your breath away like a cryptid. I parry your breath stealing. Oh, gross. Sorry, hold on. Man. Rosie says, congrats on 100K. Oh, God, thank you for the Crimzupa. Thank you for the Crimzupa. That's a lot of Crimzupas, dudes. That's a lot. Okay, congrats on 100K. You being my biggest creative inspiration is the biggest understatement of the ever. I'm proud of the Rusaders, the community that's been my home, and you, our supernova, for being the star that you are. Never stop shining. I'm gonna try. Thanks. I'm feeling a little flickering right now. Silent Eric, thank you for 29 months. From the beginning until the end, I am a Ruzader. You are the Ruzade, all of you, every one of you. From the grayest lurker, the casualist VOD watcher who's seen me one time for 2 seconds and said, fuck that guy, I hate him, all the way up to the most dedicated Ruzader who's painted their walls with Crimzon Rulez. All of you are the Ruzade. Thank you. Square Toe, thank you for the soup, and good heavens, Blanc, thank you for the bajillion gifted chips. Thank you. Okay, we gotta stop being nice to me for a minute. I'm gonna do the thing. And we're gonna do the tier list. I'm gonna do the tier list now. I'm speed running into it so that we don't have to keep doing. I think I can't breathe. I don't think I could ever breathe again. Good heavens. Okay. So this tier list isn't okay. Okay, so this tier list isn't perfectly made because it's made for horror movies, I think, or horror media in general. And it's also like the best of the best to the worst of the worst. So I might change the actual tiers and what they're called because that doesn't really apply to me because I don't watch horror content and I don't play horror games. So like really, I don't have an opinion on a lot of these. So I'm probably going to make like a tier that's just like irrelevant. And I'm going to make a tier that's like, that's really scary. Not like it's good. Like I like it. Like that scares me, man. Nico Nyako. Thank you for the congratulations. Thank you for the soup. I love to listen to your morning latte VODs while I drive, and it's been amazing to see you grow as our least favorite idol. Omedeto, arigato. I hope you like listening to my, I hope you have like listened to Mad Vice. I hope that hits the morning latte vibes as well. Oh boy. I gotta lay down. What if I did like a little bit of floor time as a treat? Reckless Royalties, thank you for the 10 gifted chips. Yeah, you're right. Actually, my camera's dying. I don't have time for floor time. Okay. I'm just gonna have to tank it, brothers. Okay. Okay. Okay, okay, so here comes the tier list of horror tropes. Are you ready? Okay. Let's do it. Whew. Whew. So I'm gonna put this in irrelevant or just doesn't apply. This one's gonna be yikes. My soul, my heart. Fuck. Okay. I'm all right. 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 Oh no. Big Gert, please. Sorry, people are just being very nice. I was yikes. Yikes is the top one. And then this one's gonna be sorry. Okay, this one's gonna be kind of freaky. No, wait, that's not that. Not scary. Actively comforting. Not scary. It depends is fine. Mildly off-putting. I think off-putting is actually two words. My bad. Okay, kind of freaky. Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. Okay, so let's start doing our tiers. You guys ready? You guys ready? Muneen, thank you for 29 mods. Thank you for the congrats on the 100K. Okay, so let's begin. I don't know what some of these are. Some of these are apparently like tropes in horror media, so some of them just don't apply, but like buried alive, not scary. That's just not scary, dude. Like, who's scared of that? Come on, you're fine. Happy Producking says, congrats to 100K. It's great to see that you reached this goal. I'll continue supporting you. You're my Kamiyoshi and the most evil. Yes, the most evil person in the world. Have a good day. You have a good day too. And thank you for the magenta soup and welcome back. Thank you. Being buried alive is not scary. Don't be a baby. That scares you guys? What are you guys, claustrophobic? I used to bury myself alive for fun. As a kid, one of the things I did one summer, the only thing I would do is I would get home from school, I would go out into the backyard, I would dig a big hole, and I would see like if I could fit in it, and then I would put a bunch of stuff on top to hide inside of it so I could pop out and scare my parents when they went into the backyard. They were not happy about it. I also used to cram myself into really small spaces, like inside of the dryer, or the laundry hamper, or the kitchen cabinets, or under a base of a bed I shouldn't have been able to fit into, but I could fold my limbs really well. I still kind of can. And I would pop out and scare people. Moonshiro, thank you for 27 months! Thank you for saying so. And Kuma Lily, thank you for the soup, and thank you for the grits on the 100K! I don't know, I like cramming into small spaces and then popping out to fuck with people. I think it's funny. Yeah, I like that. Rah, it's me, Ruze! Am I a contortionist? Maybe. That's a secret. Okay, next thing is good on the outside, evil within. I don't know what that is. It doesn't apply. I don't care. Eerie fog. That could be mildly off-putting sometimes, depending on what's in the fog or what the lack of knowledge is what's scary about that. If I know the monster, probably not that scary. But if I don't know what the monsters are, oh, that could be kind of scary. Oh my God, Owza, thank you for the Crimzupa. 100,000 RUZADERS. 100,000 people who you inspired and nurtured to be more creative, more warm, and open to new experiences. To look at the world with whimsy and to cringe freely. You opened up your world to us, and that takes a lot of self-awareness and care. Thanks for being you. Thank you, Owza, and thank you for the Crimzupa. Thank you. That's very sweet. That's very sweet of you to say. God damn, I'm gonna get gotta get a hold of myself. I have a little sip of water. I'm gonna have a little sip of water is what I'm gonna do. Here I go. I love a good fog in the real world, but in horror media, fog can be off-putting. Farm horror. That can be kind of freaky. As somebody who grew up, around a lot of farms and at one point in a farmhouse, that can be very ostracizing and very it can feel very like far removed from any help or any safety. That can be scary for sure. That can be really scary. You could feel very much like you're on another planet, like you're far away from anything that could possibly protect you. Isolating, that's the word. Yeah, I could feel very isolating. Techno horror, I don't know what that means, but probably not. That doesn't scare me, I don't think. Desert horror? Nah, not really. I think desert horror might be one of the furthest things from horrifying to me, just because, like, there's so much room to get away. If you put me in an open space and tell me something's coming to get you, I'm relatively convinced of my ability to escape it. I'm not worried about it. How to distinguish a miserable experience from fear? Miserable experiences don't scare me because I've dealt with miserable experiences. Something that scares me has to like actively instill a fight or flight response in me. It's really hard to get out of the desert. What do you mean? Yeah, but you just die to the exposure. You don't die to the monster. I'm not worried about that. Dune sandworm slash trimmers, not scary. The sandworm in Dune is like, it lacks scary factor because it's too big. Like, I'm not scared of that thing. I don't give a fuck. Come get it, dude. You're not even gonna kill me like in any meaningful way. I'll just probably drown. Like, that's the equivalent of drowning. I don't care. I'm gonna drown in stomach acid, but like, whatever. That if you're not that scared of drowning, you're not that scared of the sandworm in Dune. Now, I will say that the trimmers, what do they call the graboids and trimmers? That scared the shit out of me. I used to be terrified of those as a kid. That scared the shit out of me. If those came to get me, I would be terrified because being eaten by that is painful looking and bad and no fun. Twit says, what scares Ruze most is compliments and love. I'm not scared of nothing. Downer ending. I don't know, dude. I guess that's not scary. It's just annoying. I just don't like it. So I'm gonna say doesn't apply because I think it's a bummer. They annoy me. Sandworms don't have acidic insides. They have a massive furnace inside of them. Even better, you just get cooked immediately. You're good to go. Boom. Usakatsukini says, Ruze! Had to stop sub for a while, but wanted to celebrate with you. Thank you for being you and for being mine and my husband's favorite. The last 6 months of 2025 would have sucked without you. Hope to be able to sub again soon. Take your time, gamer. Obviously, take care of yourself first. Thank you so much for the super. Thank you for saying so. And, hey, here's to another 6 months. Ivory Rogue, I think downer ending meaning like an ending that isn't happy and no one like gets out of it unscathed or unscarred. I actively think the Dune sandworms are just cool. I look at them the same way I look at dragons, where it's like, that's not scary, that's just badass, dude. Unfortunately, there's a certain peak that a monster hits where it either becomes cute or very cool to me, and that makes it no longer scary. I think xenomorphs are that. I'm like, that's just an objectively cool monster. It's not scary to me. Obsessed streamer, thank you for 28 months. Congrats on 100K, Ruze. Since you like space, how about some Dead Space remake? I've actually played through Dead Space and it did not scare me, and I'll tell you why as we get a little further along and as that comes up. Abandoned places, that can get pretty scary. That can get pretty freaky pretty quick. That can be pretty scary. Conrad, thank you for 3 months and thank you for the congrats. Gas stations, not scary at all. Not scary at all. In fact, that might even be actively comforting to me. I'm not afraid of gas stations. There's nothing you can scare me with using a gas station, I'm afraid. Road trip, depends. That can be scary in the right context, depending on how isolated you are. Oh, abandoned malls are so creepy. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, the thing is, gas stations, there's always somebody else there. It's always somewhat safe. And if there's no one there immediately, there will be someone there eventually. It's gas. People will always show up. And also, there's like food. There's often weapons in a gas station. It's a safe place to be for the most part. I mean, not in the real world. In the real world, gas stations are scary. But like, since I deal with the fear of like getting, you know, like accosted by a fucking random meth head at a gas station on the day-to-day, it doesn't scare me in a video game. Ocean Abyss. Yikes! That's scary. Yikes! No thanks. Fuck that. Gaslighting the hero? That doesn't scare me. That pisses me off. I'm gonna have to make another tier that says makes me angry. Actively annoys me. Sorry, hold on. Add a row below. Pisses me off, man. King Burb, thank you for the happy 100K. Don't think too hard about how many supportive little bugs live in here. I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm not thinking about nothing other than horror. Don't worry about it. I gotta change the color of this one. Hold on. Sure. I kind of gotta move this down just like a little bit. Hold on, I gotta fix a couple things on this to make it so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Much better. Okay. Mad scientist. Not scary at all. Insects. It's heavily dependent. I think, well, that's a tough one because I like bugs. Hold on, I'm gonna move over here. That's a tough one because I actively like bugs, but I do understand that there are contexts where bugs can definitely be, I'll say mildly off-putting at their worst. Like at their worst situations, they can be mildly off-putting. Like there's a scene in a movie I watched where some dude gets eaten by ants. That's a brutal way to go, man. That's not fun. Giant spiders can be off-putting, can be really scary. You know, like it's not, there's a lot of ways to not, that you don't want to go down, and being eaten by giant bugs is not a fun way to go. Never visit Australia. I don't intend to, no. Listen, I think a lot of what scares me, a lot of what's going to scare me are things that would cause me extreme pain. Extreme, unavoidable pain. You know what I mean? So like one of the reasons I'm so scared of zombie settings, I think, is because I recognize that humans are not efficient at killing things with their teeth. And a zombie, like a bunch of people eating you slowly, is not a fun way to go. It would take time. I'm definitely not taking myself out in a zombie apocalypse, but you better believe I am going to bring a gun with one bullet in it, just in case. It's a just in case thing. You know how it is. Let's see. So what was I on? Insects. Oh wait, I forgot. I made a whole new tier for this. Pisses me off. If the hero's dumb enough to get gaslit, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Right, thank you for 21 months. Congrats on the 100K. One of my cats also likes listening to your voice. She's not a cuddly girl, but she snuggles by my feet whenever I play your VODs. Yarr. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. I feel like you'd survive, though. I think I'd have a damn good opportunity at surviving in a zombie apocalypse. I'm a pretty careful guy. I'm a very paranoid guy. I'm also good at talking my way into and out of many situations. So as long as somebody wasn't more paranoid than me and didn't just pop me in the back of the head, like out of raw fear without ever giving me the chance to talk my way into a good situation, I'd probably be fine. I think my most likely way of dying in a zombie apocalypse is sticking my neck out for someone when I probably shouldn't. Werewolves. Not scary at all. Bullies get their due. Doesn't apply. And I must scream. Depends. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with the and I must scream. If it's not painful, it's not that terrifying to me. Like, meh. Whatever. It's like, oh, you get trapped inside of like a eternally unmoving object and you can't scream or cry out or do anything. It's like, yeah, I guess so, but like, whatever, man. Gives me a lot of time to think, I guess. Fuck it. It is the truncation of I have no mouth and I must scream, yeah. Thanks, Promance. Motels, hotels. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's definitely up there. Well, I would put it with farm horror. I would actually say farm horror is a little bit more uh-oh than motels, hotels. I think these two swap places, yeah. I think farm horror is uh-oh and kind of freaky. Motels, hotels is kind of freaky, dude. Thanks, Yankin. Hi. Yeah, the thing that scares me about motels and hotels is I think the same thing that scares me about most abandoned places. The idea that like it is essentially it's an unfair game. It's a situation I don't know, right? Like whoever is trying to hurt me there probably knows more about it than I do and knows a better way to get around and knows where like dead drops are, like places you can't get into or out of easily. There's just a lot of situations involved in I think it's being in a building that I don't know that freaks me out. That's what scares me, is if I'm in a building I don't know, that's scary. In an open field, like out in the like open desert or an open grassy plain or in a forest, I don't give a fuck. I'm outrunning you. You're not catching me. There's no world in which I don't escape you, so I don't give a shit. I think one of the problems I have with buildings is that I likely would never escape because I would hole up somewhere and prepare myself to ambush whatever was my aggressor. These legs were made for running. I would go right back to my childhood, cram into a small space, except this time I would cram into a small space with a knife and gut whatever tried to open the door. You got trapped in a mall? That's crazy. Being hunted by people for sport? I don't know, dude. That's not that scary. People are terrifying. Don't get me wrong. People are like probably the most terrifying thing in the real world, but like, whatever, man. People die. I'll just kill them. If I'm being hunted by people for sport, I'll just fucking kill them. Yeah, just win. Nah, I'd win. Yeah, people die. Whatever. I'm sorry, brother, but if people are hunting me for sport, I'm going full guerrilla warfare on them. They're going to have a really bad time. I'm going to make it a real bitch to hunt me down. I'm going to make it really unfun when they fall in a little punji spike pit that I lay for them. Are you familiar with the Rolling Giant miniseries? It's found footage in an abandoned mall. What? No, I'm not familiar with that. Sounds spooky, though. Asylums. That can be scary if they're abandoned. Yeah. You're thinking of Saw, Scarine, and I don't like Saw, but for different reasons. Anyway, remote cabin. Yeah, that's an uh-oh. That's to say, well, honestly, less scary than a farmhouse somehow. I think the juxtaposition of a farmhouse supposed to be being cozy and safe and warm and like a place where a lot of like old media is happy somehow makes it scarier than like a remote cabin, which kind of is just a natural setup for, scary. Kumiya, thank you. The villain actually isn't dead. Pisses me off. Always double tap that motherfucker. Always double tap him. Pop, pop. I'm sorry, dude, but if I kill a monster in a horror movie, I'm not leaving it there. I'm walking over and I'm hitting it in the head like at least 5 more times with my axe. I'm taking a wood axe off the wall and I'm popping that thing until it's like mush. Thanks, Fred. Carve it and make armor out of it. Yeah, I'll go full monster on that motherfucker. Don't test me. Do not test me. Haunted machine? Not scary. What do you mean? Like, what kind of machine? Like a haunted doll? That could be kind of scary, but like just a machine? Meh. Not scary. Like a forklift that could kill you? That's just a Necron, dude. Yeah, not scary. Haunted meat grinder. That's kind of scary. Eh? Sinta, thank you for the congrats on the 100K. Thank you for the soup. Thank you. Humans are the real monsters? Dude, duh, come on. Sea Otter Pop. Thanks for being a Ruzader. Uncanny Valley. It can get kind of freaky pretty quick. That can get kind of up there pretty quick. Screaming Woman. It depends on the context. It's kind of just mildly off-putting depending on when it happens and how it happens. If it's a jump scare, that'll make me jump, definitely. But if it's like just a woman screaming in the distance, like in the middle of sort of like a, like, I don't know, an ambient scene or a scene where they're trying to like set the mood, like that's not gonna scare me. Safe zone fake out. I mean, yeah, that could be kind of, well, in a video game, that can honestly just piss me off. But on the other hand, if it's a horror game, I feel like they should do that more often than not. I feel like that's good game design. You want people to never feel like there's somewhere you can actively feel safe. The thing is, I don't like it. I think it's scary and bad and yucky, but I think that's how you're supposed to feel with a horror game. And otherwise, I would be too comfy. So I'm gonna say definitely kind of freaky. Thanks, Rap. Thank you. Anyone can die. Well, yeah, duh. I don't know. Yeah, that's not scary. It's, yeah, dude, welcome to Horror Games. Eli Loves Candy, thank you for being a Ruzader again. Like, yeah, man, duh, sure. People die when they are killed. Got it. Written last words pisses me off. Pisses me off, man. That pisses me off. That pisses me off. Well, hold on. That's kind of a depends. Usually it pisses me off. So I'm like, what do you mean you sat down and wrote down your last words when you were being actively like killed or hunted or whatever? On the other hand, I do think if it's written out when someone's like huddling somewhere and is afraid and they were either clearly like refusing to move, that can be scary because it could sell the feeling of like somebody else was in the situation and they didn't make it out. But if it's like someone's writing and they die while writing, that's dumb and that pisses me off. So it's a depends. Attack of the Killer insert thing. I don't know. Sure. That doesn't apply, man. Attack of the Killer insert thing, I assume, is just like an old movies trope of like Attack of the Killer Bees, Attack of the Killer Can Openers, Attack of the Killer Crimzon Rulez. Got it. What about trying to leave a message as they're bleeding out? I do not believe anybody in their in any situation is going to think I better write a message while they're bleeding out. Most people are thinking, oh God, oh God, oh no, oh God, oh no, oh God, oh no, and then they die. Or they're thinking, I've got to staunch this wound, and then they die. acts crazy. I don't know, dude. Whatever. That's just weapons. That's not scary. Hell, that's just me. You know what? That's actively comforting. Yeah. Body horror. In the right context, that can be pretty scary. In the right context, that could definitely be pretty scary. The thing is, like, in and of itself, it's not scary, but it makes me kind of sad for the person usually. I'm like, oh, bummer. I'm gonna say mildly off-putting, really, because the next one for me is gore, which is also mildly off-putting. I kind of put body horror and gore in the same space in my mind, which is like, they don't bother me that much. Like, it's gross, and it's a little bit like, okay, cool, yucky. But on the other hand, I'm like, it can be off-putting because it's like, if I'm watching it actively happen to the person, that's sad and gross. It makes me a little bit like uneasy. Not uneasy like I'm scared, but uneasy like that hits me in my empathy and makes me feel bad for this person. It's really down to how it's presented, yeah. What's the difference? Okay, so thinly sliced beef, if body horror is like, oh no, here comes a monstrosity and their head is protruding from their ass and their arms are where their legs should be and they've got like spider eyes on their torso. It's like, okay, whatever, dude, you're trying to scare me, got it. But if it's like I'm watching somebody be dissected and they're like feeling that pain, then my empathy is going to be triggered more than like my horror. I'm like, oh, that's sad. That's depressing. Yeah, seeing the outcome versus watching the process, basically. Like, I don't want to watch someone be tortured, but like, if there's a monster made out of a man that's coming to get me, yeah, whatever, dude, come get it. I ain't afraid of you. I'm gonna re-dissect you, brother. I have not watched the Fly movies, but I've heard they're very bummer. Bear trap. Damn, dude, that depends. That looks painful. That looks like that would fucking suck. That's just kind of a bummer. That honestly, bear trap definitely hits my like Saw instinct where it's like, that's a bummer, dude. That's rough. Brainwashing. Yeah, I don't care. Couldn't happen to me. I'd simply outthink it. I'm better than them. Bloody horror. Depends. Depends on how it's done. Yeah, I would outthink it. I'm better than that. No one can brainwash me. I'm smarter than them. In fact, I would turn it around. Throw me to the cults and I'll come out a leader. No, sorry. Throw me to the cults and I'll come out a god. Throw me to Cthulhu and he will worship me. You don't empathize with the person being brainwashed? No, I think they're fools. I'd simply be better. The blank man pisses me off more than anything. Hey, Xiaolong, thank you for the soup. So am I a cult leader of the RUZADERS? Yep, that's me. Cults. Nah, it's not scary. That's not scary. That's my day-to-day, dude. The thing with cults is it's so tied into fantasy. Cults to me are just like, okay, so those are people that like are the bad guys and you should probably just dunk them. You know what? Actively comforting. No, I'm sorry. That's not fair. I'm sorry. You know what? Yeah, no, that's going in naturally comforting because I find it funny and I want somebody later to see this tier list and be like, what? What does he mean? What does he mean by that? Places of worship. In the right context, but not really. They're kind of just cool. Typically, they're kind of just cool looking. They can be scary, I guess, in the same way like an abandoned asylum can be scary. That's right, I'm cunning. I'm gonna say depends. Oh, caves. Now that can be kind of freaky sometimes. In the right context, that can be very scary. I've been in a few caves myself, and while I find them fascinating and pretty cool, and I would definitely be the type of person who would want to explore a couple caves at some point, caves themselves are like an alien environment. It's like being on the moon in a lot of cases. And nothing would be scarier than wandering down a cave and then having a pair of like pitch black eyes come out of the darkness. So I'm gonna say that definitely goes up in kind of freaky. Honestly, I could see caves being uh-oh when done right. I could see that being scarier than motels and hotels for sure. Cemeteries, a little played out. They can be scary though at times. Mildly off-putting. Mildly off-putting. Really just depends. I think cemeteries are so played out that they're kind of just cool most of the time, but they can be scary. Creepy elevator can be kind of freaky. Creepy elevator can be scary because it's a one-way trip and there's nothing you could do about it. I would say creepy elevator goes above remote cabin. Yeah. I'm assuming this is Native American burial ground, but I'm gonna leave it because I find it doesn't apply, and I don't find it scary. I find it just based in a line of xenophobic thought. But anyway, mirror scare. That's a yikes for me. Yikes! When that's done right, that's scary. Yikes. That's a scary one. Based on a true story, pisses me off, dude. Honestly, top of the pisses me off list. That pisses me off. Actually, no, I lied. The villain isn't dead. Pisses me off more, but other than that. What about creepy escalator? Boo! Moving stairs. That is scary. That falls under possessed object. Like your own reflection or something else in the mirror? Something else in the mirror, dude. That's scary. That's scary as fuck. That shit's scary. Yeah, like a bad entity showing up in the mirror, but it's not in the room type of thing. Oh, God. Yeah, that's... Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. I'm good. Did I ever play Bloody Mary? Hell no, dude. I didn't believe in that shit, but I also wasn't about to fuck with it. Let's split up. That pisses me off. That pisses me off. Because I love doing it in video games and in horror game video games. I'm like, I'll split up. I don't give a shit. I'm tougher than them. But in a movie, it pisses me off. Stop doing that. What the fuck does adult fears mean? What is that? Like you gotta be 18 or older to be afraid of this? What does that mean? I don't fucking know. Not scary. Thank you, Mars! Thank you! Thank you for the soup! Thank you for the congrats! Taxes? Dying alone? Oh, realistic things like, like real fears. Like fears that are more plausible, I suppose. I don't know. Most of those things I can handle, I guess. The only like acceptable fear in that case is somebody being hurt and you not being there to help them. Shrug. Depends, I guess. Creepy doll, that goes up in yikes. No thanks. Oh my god, something in the back seat. Yikes. That goes up there too. Fuck that, dude. I always check my back seat. Every time I get in a vehicle, I check the back seat no matter what. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No thank you. I always check it. Every time, no matter what. Creepy dolls, no thank you. Backseat stuff, no thank you. Fun fact, I used to be so paranoid. Listen, I'm a paranoid guy, but if you think I'm paranoid now, you do not know paranoid. As a younger man, I would, every time I came home from work, I would take my knife out of my pocket, extend my knife, and then I would search my entire abode, like top to bottom. I would check inside cabinets. I would check my closets behind my clothing. I would check behind doors, and I would slowly inch my way quietly through my abode and, like, using mirrors, check around corners and shit to make sure there was nothing inside the house. No matter what. Like, unfailingly, I would do this. And then, when I slept, I would sleep with my hand on my knife, like, gripping the, like, handle of my knife under my pillow every single night. I've gotten better, obviously. Man who likes to jump scare others is afraid to be jump scared himself. Listen, I've already had to tell fucking, like, family members, like, if you visit me and you try to jump scare me, it could be a very bad time for you, so I recommend you don't do it. I recommend you don't do it. Do not plan a surprise birthday party for this guy. I got better. I got better. Now I just sleep with a sword by my bed. And a baseball bat. And a knife on my end table. But I don't sleep holding it. And that counts. And I guess I usually keep my axe and my hand axe near my desk on my PC. But anyway. Scary woods. Can be kind of freaky, but, like, not really. It can be an uh-oh in the right context, but, like, it's easy to get away in the woods usually. Like, the woods, you got a lot of room to run, man. I feel relatively safe in a forest. Like, do you not have door locks? I mean, I know how to pick locks, so I know how easy it is to ignore a door lock. Does that change things for you? I think scary woods can definitely be uh-oh when done right. But I feel confident in woods. I would much rather be facing off against a killer in the woods than in a building. I'll say that. No matter what. Imagine a body pillow with a sword on it, but inside are all of your actual weapons. That would actually be really banger. Creepy face. Oh, that goes up in yikes. No, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. What about moving inanimate objects while the room's silent? I don't know. We'll see if that one comes up. But that can be scary, yeah. Creepy face like what? Like just creepy faces. Like creepy, I think that goes hand in hand with mirror scares to me. Like if you look in the mirror and it's like not your face, but it's a spooky, scary face. Ugh. Yucky. Yucky. Ugh. Oh, faces in the window. Yeah. One time I was watching my mom play Amber's Mist on the PC. It's like a point and click horror game. And you like do a point and click like investigation or whatever of this haunted place. And she, oh God, I've never forgotten this. She goes out onto the docks or whatever. And she like looks down in the water and a face pops up in the water. And that scared the shit out of me for forever. I was terrified for the rest of my life. I've never forgotten that image in my head. It's like real quiet out there. And there's a bunch of crickets. And then the sound of like the of her walking down the dock, and then like, you know, the camera pans down into the water and like a face comes up and stares at you from out of the water. Like, God, I was terrified of that game. Myra Lotus, thank you for 8 months. Thank you. Invincible monster pisses me off. Nothing's invincible. I will kill that fucking monster. It's the fucking, what is it, Jason Voorhees shit? Like, fuck that guy, dude. I would absolutely kill that guy. That shit pisses me off. Hi, Idol. Congrats on the 100K emergency food source. Alleged promise day horror stream win. Soon. Soon, Curl. Soon. We're talking about it right now, actually. We're trying to narrow it down to whatever the horror game would be the most effective against me as we speak. Also, thank you for the soup. The bald people in Lord of the Rings was definitely pretty scary, yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as invincible. You just weren't trying hard enough to kill it. Exactly, Pat. Like, there's something that will kill it. Guaranteed 100%. Curl, thank you for the 5 gifted chips. I was even convinced I could kill ghosts as a kid. Right? Like, I was still scared. Don't get me wrong. I was scared of ghosts. I was terrified of the idea of them, but I didn't believe in them. But I still didn't want to gamble with the idea that they could be real and tempt them. So I was always relatively respectful of the idea of them so that I didn't, like, I don't know, entice their wrath. However, I used to carry a knife around and creep through the house at night when I was really scared, right? So, like, if I had to go pee when I was, like, I don't know, 12, I would creep around with a knife in my hand. I would immediately make a dash for the kitchen. I'd get a knife out of the, like, Tupperware drawer, or not Tupperware drawer, sorry, the silverware drawer, and I would creep through the house with my knife. And when questioned about it, holy shit, whoa, monstro, monster kill. Think about the 20 gifted chips. That's crazy. So anyway, I used to go creep into the knife house with a knife, and I more than once jump scared my family on accident because I would like press my back against walls and shuffle around corners so I couldn't get like dead cornered or whatever, right? And I, you know, sometimes I would catch a family member at the corner and scare them, or they would scare me, et cetera, et cetera. And at one point, my older sister was like, hey, like, why do you do that? Like, what are you afraid of? I'm like, I don't know, anything. Like, ghosts, I guess. And she's like, if it's a ghost, you can't stab them. But then my dumbass, I'm smarter than you logic was always, no, you don't understand. The ghost has to become corporeal enough to hurt me. So once it, like, materializes or solidifies its atoms enough to do damage to me, I will then double kill it. I'll kill it again. I will begin gutting its ghost form as it materializes to try and harm me. So it's just a timing thing. I can stab this ghost. Trekkie says, I think the mortuary assistant would freak you out. I think it would too, and I don't want to play it. Thank you. What are your thoughts on being chased? I like chasing other people. It's really funny to me. It makes me cackle, and like, there's a really primal joy to it. And people have told me in the past, like, oh, that's like a kink thing. I'm like, no, I don't get horny from it. I get excited. I get like a almost like whimsical, childish joy when people are running like afraid. It makes me, it hits a part of me that I don't know if I'm comfortable even like acknowledging, that like bubbles with laughter, but it's almost a malicious laughter. Yeah, it's like an adrenaline rush. It hits the gremlin part of my brain, yeah. What if I'm the one being chased? I don't know. It just sets me in like do or die mode. I grit my teeth and focus up and just like try to work out how to get out of the situation usually. Oh, I would love being the guy at the haunted house chasing people with a chainsaw. That's always seems so fun. That's always seems so fun. Ah, that seems like such a cool gig. Man, I want to be that guy. Ah, that would be so fun. And I'm so good at like quiet stepping too. I could definitely get right up on someone before they heard me. What's a monster mash? This says monster mash. I don't know. Monster mash? I guess not scary. What is that? I love being the monster in Dead by Daylight. It's so fun. Oh, lots of different monsters? Like Cabin in the Woods? Not scary. Sorry. Haunted houses are boringly predictable these days. I think most adults suffer from that, right? Like, I think haunted houses are always going to be predictable to anybody who goes through them now. Unless they're kids. Alien abduction trope where you're tortured by aliens then have the memory suppressed, then I don't care because the memory's suppressed. I don't give a fuck. Virus infection. Like, I don't, whatever, man. Does the virus turn people into horrible monsters? Are we talking like zombies? Because then, yeah, that could be uh-oh. But if it's just like, it's a virus and it's killing people, whatever, dude. That's the real world. We live in that. Gwibbles! Thanks for being a Ruzader. Yeah, we've already lived, I've lived through that. Like 2 or 3 times. That's not a horror movie, that's just life. I don't know, dude. It won't turn off. That could be kind of scary if it's... it kind of pisses me off. But it can be scary, but it pisses me off more than it... Mostly it pisses me off that there's never forethought towards it. Mostly it makes me angry. G-Markski, thank you for 19 months of being a Ruzader. I suggest exit 8. I don't think that's that scary though, is it? Yeah, I'm good. Post-apocalypse. Nah, that's never scary. I'm sorry. That shit's just like, that goes at the bottom of not scary. Like, that is the least scary shit. I don't care anymore. Post-apocalypses have just become like power fantasies for people. It's never painted as a scary thing. It's literally always about like, how would I survive this? Because I'm a badass. It's like, whatever, dude. I don't care. I just don't care. How about Darkwood? Wouldn't scare me. Top down, sorry. Also, thanks for the soup. Creepy family. Yikes! Well, that's like upper, that's upper uh-oh. That's upper uh-oh. No, honestly, that could definitely be an yikes for me, dude. That's kind of an yikes, depending. That's kind of an yikes. How would I survive this? Because I'm a badass is what you've been doing this whole list, LMAO. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Leah. It's not scary because I'd live. I just win. It doesn't matter. Cursed object. Unfortunately, that mostly just triggers my a puzzle to solve brain. So it depends, but for the most part, it makes me just want to solve it. Like, how would I get around the curse of this object? But it can be scary. Monster drool. Actively comfort. No, I'm just kidding. Just not scary, dude. If the monster's drooling on you, whatever, man. Final girl. Pisses me off. No, actively comforting. That's me. In fact, let me just put that right up there in front of Colts. Nice. Actively comforting is just becoming who I am. Gas stations, Colts, being the final girl, being X crazy. I'm good to go. I'm chilling. Person of color dies first. Interesting. Much like Native American burial ground, I think I'll leave that one off the list. That does happen a lot in horror media, though. Never see the monster. It's not scary. That's for sure. Honestly, that's kind of actively comforting. Fourth wall scare pisses me off. Don't acknowledge the audience. Then it just feels like the director's trying to go, oh, at you. As if he was sitting in the seat next to you going, oh, wasn't that scary? Hazardous water? Kind of freaky, dude. That could be really kind of scary. Yeah, that could be pretty bad. Actually, hazardous water could definitely be up there in upper, like, so I think that beats out caves. Yeah. Is don't blink on that list? I don't know what that is. So, I don't know. Aliens. Not scary. Basements, attics. Yikes! That goes above creepy family. That goes above creepy family. Honestly, that probably goes like that. No, hold on. Creepy family goes behind doll. Okay. Yep. Xenomorphs do not scare me. They're just cool. Psycho cutie? What does that mean? What is psycho cutie? An attractive, crazy person? Like the killer's hot? Not really scary. Like, that just... Here's the thing. If the killer's hot, usually they're killable, right? Like, I'll just kill them. Whatever. Ooh. Door handle scare. Oh, kind of freaky, dude. Honestly, that might be most. Ooh. Okay, well, it depends. If the door handle scare is nothing, then I don't care. But if it's something, that's scarier. Here's how the door handle scare should go. And this is the scariest way to do the door handle scare. Here's what you should do. No, hold on. You say nah, but bear with me for a minute. First of all, it has to be a bar handle, right? Like, it can't be a round handle. It needs to be a bar handle. And what you need to do to make the door handle scare scary is you need to have the scene focusing on a character who's facing away from the door and have the handle start to turn while it's not paying attention to them. Don't zoom in on the handle. Don't focus on the handle. Better if you even blur it a bit so just the color of the handle is starting to move in the background. That would be it. That would be scary. If the door handle almost is like a fake out where you're not paying attention to the door at all and then it background scares you, now that's scary. Yeah. You get me? That would scare me. Torture. That doesn't scare me, but it grosses me out and makes me sad. That's almost the entire reason I do not like the Saw movies. I'm hitting that one with mildly off-putting. It bums me out. It makes me be like, damn, I wish I could put that person out of their misery. Yeah, I just don't like it. Jump scare. Yikes! Jump scares get me good, dude. I wish they didn't. I shouldn't say that, but they do. My door handle scare is having one of my cats mess with the doorknob, making it sound like someone's coming in at 2 a.m. Oh, that's terrifying. I'm sorry, Kristen. That's awful. Maybe you should just leave your doors in such a way that your cats are able to just walk in and out without having to open the door. Yeah, torture's just sad. Oh, folklore horror. Yeah, that can be really scary. Do jump scares scare you or startle you? Yes, both. God, how many more of these do I have? Nightmare sequence. It kind of pisses me off, but it can be kind of freaky. I'm gonna say depends, definitely. I think that's a depends one. Let's go with that is beneath road trip, I think. Also, I think road trip is at the top. It depends, really. It depends on how road trip's done. Insane Asylum. Can be kind of freaky here. I'd say that goes under... in the right context, I think that can be scarier than caves and woods. Nature is scary. Not really, but sure. Can be... depends. Eyes in the dark. Ooh. Uh-oh. My camera died, guys. Uh-oh. Hi. I'm down here now. 100K. Woohoo! I'll put myself right here. Good enough for me, man. All right, I'm gonna leave you here for a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab myself another water because I'm all out. BRB, don't be too afraid without me. Okay, so how are we feeling about my horror takes so far? What are we thinking, gamers? Because I've definitely got a couple ones in mind that would scare the shit out of me. I'm gonna say Eyes in the Dark. That's yikes, depending on how it's done. Oh my god. Are you the VTuber that will play a horror game when it hit 100k? That's me, Paris. Thanks for 15 months. I will be playing a horror game. Eyes in the Dark, well, it can be scary. Hold on, wait a minute. It depends on how it's done. I think it could be scary. Well, I'm gonna put it under Scary Woods because sometimes it's just really cheesy. Creepy Town. Ooh. Creepy Town can be worse than caves. Well, it depends. Is the town populated or is it empty? If it's populated, it's not scary at all. It goes down here. It becomes a Tim Burton movie. If it's unpopulated, uh-oh, that could be worse than an insane asylum sometimes. Does Dead by Daylight count as a horror game? No. Dead by Daylight is very much a friend slop game. And I mean that / positive. It's a fun friend slop game. It's not scary. So I'm going to put this at the top of depends because Creepy Town can really be scary. Can really, really be scary. But a populated Creepy Town is just like, whatever, dude. Unusual Death? That could be pretty freaky. I'd say that can go up at under... Yeah, that goes in the middle of kind of freaky. Cannibals. I don't know, dude. They're just people. Whatever. Whatever. I'd win. Cannibals isn't any scarier than, like, wolves. Like, okay, sure. Yeah, eat them back. Ghosts. Yikes! No thank you, dude. No thank you. No thank you. Yucky. I'm good. Got to rearrange a few things. I'm sorry, dude. Ghosts freak me out. The idea of a creature that can just willingly, like, God mod on you, just be like, I appear behind you, or oop, I'm floating through a wall, or oop, I appear in any reflective surface. That's scary, man. That's scary as fuck. Yucky. I literally just now got up and went to get water because I thought I heard something moving around in the kitchen. I was like, could be a ghost. Could be a ghost. I gotta go check. Could be a ghost. I had to go check. I had to prepare myself to fight a ghost with a hand axe. I had to steel myself to do battle with a ghost with a hand axe. The problem with ghosts is that they fill up. They do the entire upper list. Exactly what you just said, Leah. The problem with ghosts is they can jump scare you, they can mirror scare you, they can backseat you, they can creepy face you, they can be in the basement, they can be in the attic, they can be a creepy doll, they can be part of a creepy family. The only thing they don't really do is pop up at the bottom of the ocean, and they probably could do that too. You think, okay, Metal Gear, I'll tell you again. You think physical weapons aren't going to do anything against a ghost, but here's my logic, and I'm right. If I can't hurt the ghost can't hurt me. If I can't hit the ghost with an axe, then nothing the ghost can do is going to affect me because it clearly is ignoring the physical world. So that's fine. What about mentally? Well, it depends. Once I realize the ghost can't hurt me, then I doubt it's going to be able to mentally affect me that much. If it can't hurt you, why is it scary? Because I don't know. I don't know if I can't hit it. See, here's the problem. You guys are thinking about things in the context of, like, you either guaranteedly die or you guaranteedly live, and that's just not how the real world works. I'm not saying I would win in a fight against a ghost or I know that I can hit a ghost with an axe or a knife. What I'm saying is that I'm not going to not try. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, why would you bring a knife to fight a ghost? Why would you bring nothing to fight a ghost? What if the ghost can touch you and it does grapple you and start trying to choke you out or bite you or like rip your eyes out of your head? Like, hey man, I want to have a fighting chance. Can a ghost possess you? No, I'm stronger than that. Throw salt at it, then what the fuck's salt gonna do to a ghost? Listen, if the ghost comes at me, I'm throwing elbows. I'm going for it. I'm swinging on that ghost. Me and that ghost are about to have a WWE SmackDown. Oh shit, what if the ghost knows what we done? I might be in trouble, dude. I might be in a little bit of trouble. I might be in a little bit of trouble if the ghost knows, like, traditional martial arts. No ghost could ever yap more than me. Why do you think I haven't been haunted yet? They can't stand being around me. What tier list is this? I just joined. It's me listing what scares me in horror. Anyway, the point is, ghosts are scary because I don't know what they can or can't do. Ghosts are scary in the same way if you told me, hey, an alien's coming for you. It might know how to teleport. It probably knows how to phase through walls, and it can willingly, like, stop being affected by the physical realm at its own, like, discretion. That's fucking scary, man. Now, I would still bring a knife and be like, well, I'm gonna try and time it then, but I don't want to do it. Okay, next. Kaiju. Not scary. Not scary at all. I'd win. What about things when things are huge, like giant sharks or monsters? There's your answer, Dipper Dawn. Kaiju are just cool, man. They're not scary. The thing is, they're so big, they would never pay attention to you. They would never try to hurt you. Like, I'm not saying you wouldn't get hurt, but it's the same way you'd get hurt by, like, a tornado or an earthquake. It's like, it's not trying to kill you. It's probably just going to happen if it's in the area. Fuck it, whatever. Just stay away from it. It's a force of nature. Who cares? It was all just a dream. Pisses me off. Empathetic monster. That's just sad. That just makes me sad. I feel bad. Yeah, what's a ghost do if another ghost chooses to haunt that ghost? Then what? The trailer was scarier? Doesn't apply. Cosmic horror. Not scary at all. Bottom of scary, not at all scary. The least scary thing you could possibly bring about. Use holy methods to exorcise ghosts, like painting purifying symbols on your hands or gluing salt to your knuckles and socking them. Why would I not just like dip myself in holy water and just like fucking shake like a dog at them? How many tropes are in this tier list? Every one of them. This one says crap sack world. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? How am I going to find that much holy water? Holy water is literally just water that a priest said, this is holy now, too. It ain't going to be that fucking hard. Hey, Father, I'm dealing with some ghost problems. Can you bless this bathtub? Thanks, brother. Hey, how about this? Bless this lake. Oh, world went to shit? I don't know, dude. That's not scary. It's whatever. It goes above cosmic horror, though. I think it's just a shitty, lame society where no one but a few people are happy. I live in that society right now. I'm right there. I'm in it as we speak. Bro, the priest has limited mana. Oh, I didn't know it was like a... Well, what's the fucking recharge rate on their mana? Can Gamer Boy Backsweat be blessed? I mean, it's pre-salted, so possibly. Holy water means any water without dookie in it? Okay, so not the tap water from anywhere in the U.S. So no U.S. water could ever be holy. Got it. Darkness equals death. Oh, that can actually be pretty scary. That can be really scary. If at any given point it gets dark where you are, then you'll die. That's pretty scary. Isolated research station. That is pretty high tier scare value. That could be pretty bad. Oh man, I think one of my fucking cat. Ugh, hold on. Be right back. They got in the sink. Little bad cat. Okay. Where were we? Everyone dies. Pisses me off. Night swim equals death. I mean, yeah, dude, that's scary, I guess. Could be kind of freaky if very predictable. Don't swim at night. That's obvious. Serial killer. I don't know, dude. Depends. Can be scary, I guess. It often is done very poorly, but it's a killer guy. Ah, that treads a little too close to like true crime girly type shit for me, where it's like, yeah, I guess that's scary, but like that's actually happened to people, and it's more like that's scary in the same context of like, yeah, war's scary, famine's scary, people are scary, the end. Yeah, dude, people suck. Hold on, I gotta boop. Yikes! This list is getting too big. Okay. Continue. How many more are there? Actually, not as many as you'd think. One of them is death by sex, which, okay, I didn't know that happened enough for that to be a trope. I know people die in horror movies a lot when they have sex because sex equals bad and evil and deserving of death, I suppose, which happens a lot in horror media. But horror comedy, not scary, but funny. A little less scary than cosmic horror, believe it or not. Amusement park / circus. Ooh, that can be real scary, dude. Actually, does that go at the top of uh-oh? I think that goes at the top of uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's scary, dude. Bathroom horror. Honestly, yikes! That's scary, man. That shit can really be scary. That's one of the most vulnerable places you could be in. I don't like it. I don't like it, and I don't want to deal with it. Always keep a knife in the bathroom with you, just in case. Ooh. That's also where a lot of mirror scares happen, so ooh. Yucky! Snow horror. Not scary. Sorry. That doesn't scare me. I mean, like, I guess I would put it above, like, I don't know, dude. It's like deserts with me. It's like, okay, I guess. Yeah. Deserts and snow horror kind of go together. Honestly, cannibals are scarier than mad scientists, I guess. Buried alive, just whatever, man. Anyone can die is kind of bottom of the list. I probably need to reorganize not scary, but whatever. Gothic horror castles, just kind of banger. I'm going to put it in depends because it does have the opportunity to genuinely be very terrifying. Like, I don't think people treat it correctly to make it actually scary because they focus on the wrong things that are just really fucking cool about castles. But in the right context, castles are very tight. They're very claustrophobic. They often don't have good airflow or good light pass through. They can be really scary. I'm going to say it depends, definitely. They're either really badass or really scary, and there's no in between. Stalker. Now, that could be pretty fucking freaky. That could be pretty bad. Only because it's so close to home. It's so, like... Yeah, that happens a lot. I'd put that up here, honestly. Yeah. Horror in the background? Yikes! No thank you forever. No thank you. Zombies. That's up there, dude. That's right up there in yikes. That's right up there in yikes. That goes high on the list of yikes. I keep having to zoom out. There's so many. Stop. Stop. Zombies are definitely up here, dude. They're not like, they're like right here. They're high up on that list, don't get me wrong. Well, it depends, honestly. I think a lot of what scares me about zombies is often what scares me about, like, they kind of fit the same role as ghosts, where they can do a lot of these things, right? Like, they can be the jump scare, they can be the creepy face, they can be basement attic scares, they can be the bathroom horror. It's like, it's a lot of it is like, it really depends. The thing is, zombies are like the lesser version of ghosts in many cases as far as horror goes, because ghosts can like do anything zombies can do, but worse. Where zombies are fightable, you know, like eventually at some point, once society stabilizes and you don't like find yourself in as bad a position, right? Because like zombies, if you're in like a hospital, is scary. Zombies in like a house setting is scary. Zombies when no one knows what's going on is scary. But once you get to the point where like people are mobilizing and armoring up and like you've been dealing with the zombies for like 10 years, 5 years, 10 years, it's like, dude, like at some point it just becomes a fantasy setting where it's like, okay, you're a bunch of fighters and paladins fighting the undead. Like, okay. This is no longer scary. This is now a crusade. Speaking of castles, you should check out Bloodborne. Not until they do the remake. Did we get the remake teased at the State of Play yet? The zombies in Train to Busan were scary, but also Train to Busan was an action movie, so it wasn't that scary because there's a badass guy who's like beating the brakes off the zombies all by himself constantly, which is really funny. Yeah, basically the outbreak day is the scariest part of zombies, and then every day beyond that is exponentially decaying on the scary tiers. Witchcraft. This can be really scary when it's done correctly. I think often I find it compelling or puzzling more than anything, and I want to understand it more than I'm scared of it. But when it's done right, this genuinely can be like really scary. I think it really depends on how the director handles it or how the game director handles it. I think you really gotta like, it's tough because you gotta lean into the sort of like really inhumane part of it. The part of it that's like, not like if you present the witchcraft user as like a person, it becomes less scary. Like if it's just like a hot lady with like an upside down cross necklace, that's not very scary, man. But if it's like a grizzled, gnarled looking person cackling in the woods and pulling the arm off of like a human being or something, or like, I don't know, impaling someone like ass first on a pike, that could be pretty scary, dude.
Bubble tile in greens and color. Fortnite card of $19.
Exactly. One of the scarier witch like portrayals I've seen was from, I want to say it was like a Swedish horror film, or maybe it wasn't Swedish. I don't remember. It was I remember there's a goat in it, and he's like, "Would you like the taste of butter?" That witch depiction for the short moment that you saw like the witches kind of on screen, which I don't even know if they were on screen. That was scary. because it was very strange. It was very like what's the word I'm looking for? It wasn't. It was very it was a dream-like sequence. Oh, I guess it was witch. It was like a dream-like sequence where like you never really saw the witch necessarily. It was just scary because it showed you a lot of scary visuals and the sort of inhumanity in what like they were doing, I guess, was why it was scary. It was not uncanny. It was the word I'm looking for is like there's a word for this. I keep wanting to say esoteric, and that's not it. It was it wasn't like grounded in reality in any way. Surreal. It was very surreal horror. It was surreal on purpose. Like it just showed you scenes of things that were weird or scary, and like bits and pieces of the environment around like the witch's lair or whatever, or like evidence of them having been there. It was surreal horror, and that was scary because it like touches on the idea of like it kind of takes you outside of trying to problem solve it, right? So like in the right context, witchcraft can be scary, but if I ever see the magic happening or the casters casting, I'm probably not scared. I'm like, okay, I can puzzle this out. I can figure out how they're doing this. But if it's presented like a bad fucking drug trip, that can be really scary. Dahlia, thank you! Long time no chat, gamer. Thank you, thank you! Would I be scared playing Fear and Hunger? No, not at all. I got my Ruru yesterday and he's so cute. He also scares my kitten a lot. Good. Faded Harmonies, thank you for 2 months. Also, don't scare your cat. Ghost stories? Ooh, that can be kind of yikes. I think that's kind of an uh-oh, though. It depends on... And the problem with ghost stories is often I can recognize what it is, and in media it's almost always used as sort of an allegory or a description of the events that are about to come to pass as a sort of warning to the audience, and it can be a little bit spoilery and annoying. Are they proud of me? Actually, they've spent all day telling me how much they don't care about this achievement and that they hate me and they wish I was gone. They say that all the time. It's so sad. The RUZADERS hate me. Found footage, it could be, actually, I'll say that found footage can definitely be pretty scary when it's done right. The one that comes to mind is Insidious, I think, was kind of scary. It got a little overdone, but it was scary. If Cabin in the Woods was just a regular slasher movie about the Buckner family, it would definitely fit a lot of the tropes of the yikes tier. Yeah, but the problem is Cabin in the Woods wasn't that. It was kind of goofy, honestly. It felt like a comedy horror more than anything. Have you heard of Look Outside? It's got some gnarly body horror in it. Yeah, that doesn't bother me that much. I've heard of it. It's not very scary to me. Do you have the problem where if you know something isn't real, it doesn't scare you? No, not really. I think it's the things that aren't real that scare me the most. Matthew Rose, thank you for 2 years. Congrats on 100K subs. Thank you. Huh. That's interesting, Tired Blob. I haven't heard of that, no. Hatching? No, I've never heard of that. Creepy singing. That goes up in yikes. That's below zombies. That shit's scary as fuck. Fuck that. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. It's like when the ghost is a kid. Oh, yuck. No, thank you. It's probably not on the list, but photos of yourself from an unknown number is terrifying, especially if they're window photos. That is scary. That's true. That's terrifying. That sucks. I would hate that. I'd be very mad. I'd go immediately on guard, though. You don't want to do that. You put me in defense mode. You've set your ruse in defense position, and now you have to get through Rambo's house to get him. Most of the ghosts in Indonesia have their own background music? Oh shit, dude. They've got their own fucking playlist that they kick on before they start chasing you? Fuck. That would suck. I'd hate that. Daylight horror? Honestly, not that scary. Sorry, it's not. I'm gonna put it in doesn't apply because I don't want this list to get wider. But it's not that scary, man. Eerily clean. That's not scary. I gotta start fixing some stuff. Okay, so this list can't get wider. So I'm gonna say virus infection depends. Cannibals depends. We'll bump a couple of these. Techno horror depends. Okay. Haunted house. Yikes! In the wrong... This hasn't been done well in a long time, I think. But, like, I know that can be scary. I know that could scare the shit out of me. Because that goes right with ghosts, if it's done well. 100k RUZADERS? That's a hell of an infestation. I know. I know, Fane. But hey, thanks for being one of them. You little freak. I think haunted house can definitely go all the way up at the top. I bet that in the right combination with the right ghost is literally every one of these top list things that I just said. Like, it's literally every one of the top list. Eldritch horror is one of the least scary things in the universe to me. It does not bother me. I would win. I'm sorry, Cthulhu's got nothing on me. I would just simply defeat him. Mysterious little shop. That could be pretty scary. That could definitely be pretty scary. I'm gonna put it in mildly off-putting, but up at the top. It goes behind torture, though. And behind eerie fog. You're not just going to comprehend the incomprehensible. Yes, I am. I literally am. People keep saying that, and yet I've never found anything that's incomprehensible to me. So far, I'm winning. Crimzon Rulez, 3 million billion %. Eldritch Horrors, 0 thus far. Thanks, Lim. Paranoia fuel? Uh-oh. Yikes! I've seen so many people who had dementia who thought the same, especially the men. Okay, let me explain this in a way that makes sense. Within the context of my reality, as in the way I perceive the world, whether man or not, if I perceive reality a certain way, it is that way to me. And to operate outside of that and to fear that or assume there is anything that I cannot understand will lead to madness. Thus, I choose to believe whatever I perceive is the reality. Because if I chose to believe literally anything else, that is madness. Feelings on the monster knows where you hide most mechanic in games terrifies me. Not interested. That sounds terrifying as hell. Fuck that. I'm lost, but I'll nod anyway. Okay, here's what it boils down to. Let me explain this in a different way real quick. Eldritch horror relies on the idea that there are some things humans simply cannot comprehend. That is not the same thing as dementia. Dementia is when your thoughts are misaligned and you're remembering things in the wrong order, or, you know, you're seeing things that aren't there, or you're like, you know, your brain is basically feeding you information that is false or, you know, skewed in the wrong, like, order of operations. The problem with comparing the two is one is a fantasy that it says that there is a knowledge out there or a being out there that is so complex, so different, so weird that any person looking upon it would immediately go insane. And I do not believe that. I do not believe that there's anything like that I couldn't just sit down and think through. There's just no shot, no chance. And to compare the two is reductive, I think. Am I susceptible to dementia or insanity if it were presented to me in the wrong context? Of course I am. Yeah, I'm human. Yeah. Is there a creature that could do that to me? No. Of course you can't imagine it. That's the point. No. I'm not saying I can't imagine a creature that, like, could drive me insane. I'm saying that there is nothing I can't understand given enough time and study. I 100% could. I'm him. I'm him. Zapkin, thank you for 10 months. Like Batman, exactly. I hope your metal is never tested like that, brother. I promise you, if the Eldritch abominations come to visit our planet, I will be one of the first people to go be like, all right, I want to understand it. Now, dementia, I do not want to confront. I'm good on that. I've had enough passes with it and other people. I'm not interested in dealing with that. But that's completely different. I think the incomprehensible cannot be verified, like eternity can't be verified. Yeah, that's a good take on it, I'd say. Obviously, the problem with this is it becomes a power scaling thing, right? This is the same argument as, actually, Omni-Man could beat Superman because, the reason... It's like, yeah, okay, well, the fact of the matter is, like, we don't know, and we won't know, and the same is true of Cthulhu. I personally find it unterrifying and a little bit silly and a little bit like, actually, the Space Marines are the strongest faction in the world, when people talk about Cthulhu, because I'm like, okay, like, I don't buy it, dude. Like, could Cthulhu kill me physically? Yes. Could he drive me insane? No. Vampires. Not scary, but they should be scary. I think vampires could be scary. I honestly, that's at a really, really, really low depends. I think vampires in the right context when played more like zombies could be very terrifying. I think they need to be more monstrous is the problem. They're a little too sexy most of the time. The problem with vampires is if vampires are sexy, then I'm not scared of them. I just want to be one. I'm like, yeah, dude, sign me up. Give me a little nibble. Give me a little bite. Give me just one little bite. Come on, hit me. Like, what's the downside, dude? You get to be immortal. You don't have to go out in the sun anymore, which I already don't do that. I mean, you tend to come with a castle or something along those lines. You become stronger than everybody else around you, faster. The only real downside is you got to drain blood from people, but like I could find enough piece of shit people. Fuck it, I don't care. Sign me up. I'm about to become a vampire superhero, baby. But you hate people being attracted to you. Well, I mean, I'll wear a mask. I don't know. Dracula had a castle because he was a count, not because he was a vampire. I'm just saying it seems like vampires and castles tend to go together. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You don't think if I was a vampire, I'd figure out how to fucking invest and buy a castle? I'd buy a castle. So you want to be Blade? Sure, sign me up. I'm Blade, but with a big old axe. Shit, fuck it. I'll carry around a sword too. Blade had the right idea. Thank you, Wind Rider. Thank you for the congrats. Thank you for the soup. I take the mask off to suck blood. But then I put it back on once I'm done. Happy 100K, Ruze. Congratulations. Excited for the horror game stream. Ugh, thanks. Ugh. Yeah, vampires are just kind of cool. They're not scary, but they could be scary. I think that in the right context, they definitely have the opportunity to be scary. Wait, what happened? What'd you do, Dahlia? Vampires equal to bourgeoisie? Well, I mean, yes, kind of. How about a vampire space marine like the Blood Angels? Yeah, dude, if I get cool hair and I don't have to be like a giant fucking like hulking gorilla of a man. Aren't all space marines like 10-foot tall super soldier monsters whose arms are like thicker than my entire torso? If you're a vampire, you live for 200 plus years and aren't insanely rich, that's on you. That's what I'm saying, DJ. Also, thank you for the soup. The thought of vampires investing in Bitcoin is hilarious. That's kind of funny. Wow, thank you for the photo. Thanks for sending that to me. Oh boy. Post it on social so I can retweet it. You won't. Ritual sacrifice. That can be pretty off-putting. That kind of just feels like torture in a lot of cases, though. Kind of a bummer. What is this? A Bitcoin? Kiwi! Thank you for 16 months. Says congrats. Proud of you for all the ways you've grown and all the ways you've stayed consistent. Looking forward to even more Zaders joining the party. Thanks, Kiwi. Thank you. Thank you. I am the gremlin in your walls. Tee-hee-hee-hee. Ha-ha-ha-ha. Who moved your spoon? 'Twas I. I do know what we do in the shadows. It's very funny. I like it a lot. I specifically like Laszlo. Ancient evil. Typically not very scary. It makes me curious more than anything, and it like rings a little bit too close to fantasy to me. That's about it. The other ones on this list aren't ones I feel super comfortable like judging or putting on there, other than pisses me off or doesn't apply. So our final list is as follows. At the top of the scares the shit out of me chart, we've got ghosts, haunted houses, jump scares, mirror scares, something in the back seat, creepy faces, basements, attics, bathroom horror, zombies, creepy singing, horror in the background, ocean abysses, creepy dolls, creepy family, witchcraft, found footage, and paranoia fuel. Those ones get me good, dude. The uh-oh tier is like, you know, circuses, amusement parks, farm horror, abandoned houses or abandoned places, hazardous water gets me good. Insane asylums, isolated research stations can be kind of scary. Caves, woods, Eyes in the dark, darkness equals death, and ghost stories. Kind of freaky is door handle scares, motels, hotels, creepy elevators, stalkers, unusual death, remote cabins, uncanny valleys, safe zone fake outs, night swim equals death, which feels to me like hazardous water or ocean abyss, but I could be wrong. I don't fucking know. And then, you know, from there on, it's not that scary. And actively comforting, of course, is Axe Crazy, Final Girl, Colts, gas stations, and Never See the Monster. Feels great. Love that. I've not seen The Thing. I don't know if Resident Evil... I think Resident Evil would scare me. I tried to play the remake of Resident Evil 2, and I stopped as soon as I got to the part where you have to slide under the garage door. I got too afraid to do it. It depends on the game, though, for sure. So we're going to have to come up with some top picks, I think, and then we can maybe all vote on it. Servade says, since it's not going to be covered by a movie list but is relevant to gaming, lo-fi, retro, low poly, or VHS horror, or aesthetics that scare you in general? Not many of them do scare me. Am I excited for the Resident Evil movie? No, that looks scary as fuck. Fuck that. I'm not watching that. You're out of your mind. I hate scary things. I don't even want to play this damn horror game. Any aesthetics that scare me? Not particularly, no. Low poly definitely does not scare me. Lo-fi and retro, not super bad. Nah. VHS horror, maybe, sort of. Well. Okay. Great. Didn't mute in time for that one. My bad. Who are you calling a kitten sneeze? You guys must have misheard. What I said was, achoo! Okay. Anyway, let me think. Okay, now that we've broken this down, I think I've come to realize most things that scare me are relatively humanoid, but off in some way. What about religious based like demons? Nah, that doesn't scare me. Problem with demons is I feel like I can negotiate. So how do we pick the game? Well, I'm going to let you guys suggest a couple things. I'm going to look at the most common suggestions, and then I'm probably going to put those in a list so you guys can vote on the community poll. Okay, so question on the zombie one for clarification, since I wasn't here earlier. What type? Like, we talking rage virus running or like meandering Walking Dead or something like else like Last of Us? Last of Us doesn't bother me as much. The meandering ones and the running ones are both scary to me for the same reasons, which is just that, like, if we're talking like running zombies, you're basically already dead. You may as well just off yourself. Just check out early. Fuck it. I'm going to. If we're talking the slow moving meandering ones, it's still kind of scary, not because of what zombies represent, but because of the way they kill you, which is to say a very slow, very painful death. Also, zombies tend to be jump scares and creepy face in one go. And the problem is zombies will eat you slowly. It's not a quick way to die. Human teeth are not good at like killing somebody very quickly. It is like being pulled apart by, like, I don't know, scissors, basically. It would suck. It's not a quick way to go. Yeah, I'm checking out early if there's like 28 days later rage virus or Korean horror running zombies. I'm good. I'm good. I'm calling it on that one. Bugs are on the tier list. I put them in mildly off-putting at times. Nah, you're okay. It's a big list, to be fair. What about demonic possession that irreversibly damages the host body as a result of impossible feats that the human body is not supposed to be able to handle? I mean, yeah, that sucks, but like, here's the problem with demonic possession, right? The problem with demonic possession over ghost possession is if the fucking demon is stupid enough to reveal to me that it's a demon, they have then confirmed a hyper-religious, like, worldview that is, like, locked into place and gives me a set of rules and methodologies with which to fight them, and also confirms like higher powers and afterlives and a greater purpose in war to fight, which is not a good weapon to give me, probably. Mikhail, thanks for being an Axel. Would I commit to a longer game that might take multiple streams? Oh god. Or are you realistically trying to do a one stream game?
Whoa, thanks for being Axel, Dahlia, thank you!
How long does Mortuary Assistant take? Didn't Shinri gift you a game? Yeah, but it's a joke game. It's not actually scary. How fast am I with mouse controls? Pretty fucking quick. Mortuary Assistant might be a bit much with the scares. Yeah, I bet so. That does sound terrifying. So what is Visage? I don't know if I've heard of that one. Some chapters of Fears to Fathom would really target you. Ugh. Would you be streaming with someone, or will it be a solo stream? If it's with someone, it will immediately not be scary. This is why I have to like immediately revoke any multiplayer horror games. Any amount of companionship takes the horror out of a situation instantaneously for me. Visage or Fatal Frame? God, Fatal Frame used to scare the shit out of me. My stepsister played Fatal Frame in front of me once. Ooh. I've actually already played through Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. Layers of Fear? How long's that? Oh, 3 hours, huh? Are we looking for a short game? I would love if I could beat this horror game in one stream. That would be awesome for me. I'm gonna hide this tier list for now so I can go Google around to see what other stuff there is. Boop, boop. What is IB? No, that would not scare me, unfortunately. Art style's not scary enough. Visage. Ugh, God, yikes. Ugh. Creepy doll. It's pronounced Ebe. Oh. Don't Scream's just the one where you're just not supposed to scream while you're walking through a forest or something, right? Which one's Soma? Soma. Oh, that's the one where you're like not a person, right? Because you're a robot or whatever. Yikes! Homie Cypher. Oh, yeah, we don't want anything too puzzly. If it's more puzzle than horror, I will just get invested in the puzzles. I don't know if Metro would scare me is the thing. Isn't Metro just kind of like a stalker? You're welcome. Am I okay? Yeah, I was just doing a little fiddlesticks. Run. Fear. Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation could be scary, but I don't know if it would scare me really. I think it would like give me a couple jump scares, but after a minute I'd be like, okay, I'm not scared of you. You're like Xenomorphs just wouldn't scare me enough, I don't think. Outlast would scare me. Visage would scare me. What else would scare me? Outlast, Visage, Mortuary Assistant. Those three are definitely up there. Resident Evil 7 would probably scare the shit out of me. Closing shift did not bother me at all. I just ended up throwing bricks at that guy. Yumi, thank you for the soup. Congrats on 100k to our least favorite idol. As a fellow horror avoider, I'd recommend Mortuary Assistant as a sweet spot. Visage starts out really graphic and Eve is a classic, but would need multiple streams. I don't know. Mortuary Assistant seems really scary, man. Darkwood is too removed from the horror because you're up top. It doesn't bother me. Something slow like observation duty. Isn't observation duty pretty scary too, though? I don't know, dude. That sounds real scary. I'll take a look at Layers of Fear. Let's see what that is. Layers of Fear. Okay. That looks pretty spooky. That was pretty scary. Nah, I don't think me side would bother me at all. Do I have to wear a heart monitor while playing the game? If you guys want to be concerned about my heart rate, maybe. All right, so far it looks like Layers of Fear, Mortuary Assistant, Visage, maybe Fears to Fathom. Fears to Fathom. Thank you, Garuka, for the soup. Maybe the original FNAF. I played the original FNAF. It wasn't that scary. It was okay. Wait, Fears to Fathom is low poly. That doesn't look that scary. That looks normal enough. I could handle that. Oh, it's realistic horror. Uh-oh. That is a little scary. I am not watching any fucking horror movies in my downtime. Never. All right, I'll tell you what. We're not deciding on this stream. I don't think there's any way in which we come to a consensus here. So here's what I'm going to do instead. First of all, I'm going to see how much... Yeah, that'll work. First of all, I'm going to start existing again. I'm going to be a real boy. I'm a real boy. Myra, happy 100k, you big oaf. The real horror is figuring out what actually scares you. LMAO. I came in late to the stream, so do we ever bring up Iron Lung? Iron Lung would probably be scary to me, but being locked in the room without having to like actually confront the monster sounds a little bit more comforting. Like, it might not scare me as much because of that. Also, thank you for the soup. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put up a poll, but before I put up the poll, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, now that you guys, I know my last FOD question was, what horror game do you want to see me play? But that was without the context of this tier list. Now that you guys have the tier list, I'm going to show you one more time, and I'll post this on social media too. I will ask you one more time. What horror game do you think I should play based on this tier list? I'm going to gather all of your answers. And I'll even take into account the answers from the last VOD. I'm going to read through them. I'm going to narrow it down. I'm going to talk to the boys a little bit and see if they have any ideas. And then I will put up maybe the top 3 or top 5 for vote on a community post on YouTube. Please watch The Thing. The creature effects for the movie are ridiculously good, and it still looks good today. I don't know. It sounds kind of scary. Sounds kind of scary. I really don't like that type of horror either, where it's like, that type of horror is paranoia fuel, and that is at the top of my list for a reason. Anything that makes me think, okay, anybody I know in life could be like the monster is pretty rough. It makes it so I don't want to be anywhere near like family or friends or anybody at all. I'm like, it makes me want to like always have a knife on me ready to fight. Make it a horror we could play all of them. I'd rather die. Thanks. Can we give a reason as without spoilers as to why we suggest the game? No spoilers, no matter what. But yes, please give me a reason if you think I'd like it without spoiling it. Now, the problem with me saying this, and I know I'm going to regret this already, is what people consider a spoiler is very, very loose, I've noticed. Any hint at like, aha, you'll be surprised that one of the characters is a traitor, that's a spoiler. Any hint at like, oh, it's not actually what you think, it's not like a regular guy, it's a ghost, that's a spoiler. Fucking basically anything that you think is a clever little wink wink nod is probably a spoiler. If you even vaguely suggest a vibe shift that's wrong, I probably will know at what point in the game it's coming. Okay, gamers, I think that's going to be it for me for now. Now that I've done my tier list, and I've been here for way longer than I thought I would. I thought this was going to be like a 2-hour stream. No story beats. Just be like, the characters have a lot of depth, or the mechanics are fun, or the atmosphere is really immersive. Exactly. You could say... Honestly, I wouldn't even tell me what trope it fits into, because the trope might spoil too much, right? So if you were like, oh, it's got like creepy doll, then I know to like, I'm going to be expecting it for the rest of the playthrough. I'm going to be waiting for where it is. So maybe don't tell me that either. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you guys so much for 100K. Thank you for watching me do this dumb little tier list. Not much of a celebration on that regard, but we did all of our celebrating early, and you guys were super kind and super cool. Thank you for all the gifted chips and all the soup, of course. Thank you for dragging me kicking and screaming all the way up to the lofty heights of 100K. It's a monumental achievement. One I really have trouble like wrapping my head around in any like real sense. There's a sort of like disassociated like distance I feel like I have from it, where it's like, oh yeah, good job, Crimzon Rulez, and I'm like, whoever that is. In the back of my head, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, good for him, I guess. I like kind of retract myself from the equation, but I'm trying not to do that. So yeah, thank you for putting me there. I'm excited to see what our list ends up, and I'm terrified to do the stream eventually, which I'm gonna try not to think about right now. Anyway, just talking about all these horror movie stuff's got me on edge a little bit. I'm thinking about spooky ghosts and stuff in my mirrors right now. I've got so many mirrors in my house. I like, everywhere I look, there's a mirror in my house. And now I'm gonna be thinking about it the whole time. I'm gonna be side-eyeing my own reflection, like, am I gonna catch you? So I think I'm gonna go watch something happy, or maybe some dark fantasy or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll go watch like fucking... I recently watched the movie Excalibur. That was pretty cool. Good visuals. Weird plot. Good visuals. Oh wait, no, I have a meeting with my mom I gotta do first. Okay, I'm gonna go to my meeting, and then, I don't know, I'm gonna go watch something. Anyway, that's it for me, gamers. I'm gonna find you somebody to raid out to. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'll post the tier list up on the internet a little bit later. Maybe I could do it before I do my meeting. I don't know. It depends on like how soon my money wants to catch up. We will hold your hands. Don't worry. I don't know, dude. I'm a little worried, but anyway, thank you for the soup, and thank you so much for 100,000. We did it, RUZADERS. RUZADERS, we are more powerful than any god or man. And now I take you to the never stop being so base and genuine. Thank you, Miri. Thank you. Thank you for the soup. And with this closing soup, I say goodbye. Oh, brother. Oh, it looks like Hawk is doing a Tingu Talk. Oh, but also Roy is doing Luigi's Mansion 2. Does that count as a horror game? Does that count as a horror game? That's kind of funny, actually. That's kind of funny. I think that's a bit of a sign. Yeah, I'm gonna play Luigi's Mansion. That's my horror game I'll be playing. It's like the LaCroix of horror. That's an insane thing to say. That's fucked up and evil. But also true. You know what? I'll take you over to Roy. It's been a while since I've been able to raid him. Why not? That's funny. Enjoy Luigi's Mansion, you bunch of dorks. See you later. Have fun. Mario. Remember, the VOD question is, now that you have the knowledge of my horror tier list, what horror game do you think I should play? Feel free to describe the vibes vaguely, but please don't do anything that could even loosely, in the most like ridiculous of contexts, be considered a spoiler, because I will pick up on it and I will laser focus on it. Thanks. Thank you for hanging out. And thank you so much for 100K. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, couldn't have done it without you. But also, I could take a whittle credit on this one. I'll say I did a little bit. I'll catch you guys later. See you tomorrow for more Tainted Grail, The Fall of Avalon. I got a meeting to go to. Bye-bye. Have fun.